at 61 and 51. Their run differential's a plus 72. When they play a team above 500, they've won 15 in a row. At home, where they struggled earlier this year, they're 14 and 4 their last 18 home games. Their last 6 games overall, 6-0 and their ERA is 2.95. Their last 27 games, they're 24 and 3 with a 2.62 ERA. Their last 40 games, they're 32 and 8 with a 2.81 ERA. I keep mentioning their last 26 games. They're 23 and 3. It's the best 26 game span since 1950. I think Greg Breslow put together a strong deadline. You added the pitching out of the bullpen, you added another outfielder, and you added at a position of need. That's what you do around the deadline. You're going to start hearing about other guys working their way back. We heard about Garrett Crochet yesterday. We heard about Roman Anthony yesterday. We're hearing about Tanner Houck. Could Oviedo at some point be trending in the right direction? It's all coming together, and I think the schedule is going to get easier as they come here. But if you think about it, the Red Sox, today is August 5th, right? The Red Sox on July 4th had a 38 and 48 record. I remember sitting on the beach in Gloucester on Long Beach, pissed because we weren't going to have a summer anymore. That was it. July 4th, the Red Sox season was over. They were 10 games under 500. They were about to embark on a 9-game road trip. It was over. Here we are, 1 month later. 1 month later. They're 61 and 51. They've lost 3 games since July 4th, everybody. They've lost 3 games since July 4th. They're hitting home runs. They're pitching well. They're getting contributions from guys who struggled earlier in the year. They have guys in the top 20 in WAR in Major League Baseball. They're one of the best teams since the start of June when it comes to OBP, slugging, OPS, and strikeout rate. Since the month of June or the start of June, they're 12th. That's one of the biggest differences with this team. I'm a believer now. I'm a believer. I believe in what's going on in the Red Sox right now. I think they believe in each other. I am interested to see how the pitching will hold up for the rest of the year. I worry about Chapman in the bullpen. Sonny Gray, who gets the start tonight. He's had some issues, but he's also fought through them. Can he continue to be a guy to get close to 20 wins? The young talent that they have, their young pitching. Are they going to be able to go extra innings? Do you need guys like Brian Bayo out of the bullpen to back them up, who've been one of the best in baseball? Does that blow your mind? I'm a believer in the Red Sox right now. I think they can catch the Yankees. I think their goal right now obviously should be to make the playoffs. I think getting home games, I think it's completely on the table for the Boston Red Sox this year. But yesterday, they responded. It seems like the team has been motivated by the team being serious at the trade deadline. And they showed it last night. Let's see what they can do on the mound against a good pitcher in the White Sox tonight in Sonny Gray on the mound. We'll leave it there at 617-779-0985. Also on the other side here, there's one player that I feel like when you look at the Red Sox turnaround, who's the one guy that you could put as the photo? Who'd be the graphic that you would use when you talk about the Red Sox right now? I'll tell you who that is. We'll take a quick break right now. I'm Joe Murray. You're listening to 98.5 The Sports Hub.
More Joe Murray coming up on The Sports Hub.
7, 5-0 in the blink of an eye. Wow!
All right, back here on 98.5 The Sports Up. Yeah, they're having fun. That was Dave O'Brien on last night's call. As the Red Sox opened things up on a grand slam last night, winning 14-2. How about Caleb Durbin, everybody? Legitimately the poster child. The poster child of this run that the Red Sox are on. But I wanted to give you some more numbers because it's right now, I don't know how much everyone's truly, they're hot. Everyone knows they're hot, but are they looking at it in a historical sense? Or is it, yeah, but. Like, look what they're doing historically. In the second half, since the All-Star break, the Red Sox offense is second in home runs in Major League Baseball. They have 30. They're second home run. They're second in slugging. In the first half, they had 85 home runs. They were dead last in baseball. Dead last. They were 387 slugging, 24th in baseball. Horrific. They've gone from 30th to 2nd. Their offense, what they've been doing offensively, and granted, their defense has been outstanding, okay? Yes, their pitching's been outstanding, and their defense for that matter. But you guys like war? You want numbers? You want to get real geeky? American League, top 20 in war. Number 1, Yordan Alvarez. He's pretty good, right, Skaz? Yordan Alvarez, good? He's a good player. 5.5 is his war. Guess who's second in Major League Baseball in war? Ceddanne Rafaela, 5.4. Guess who's fifth in baseball? Wilyer Abreu at 4.4. Guess who's ninth? Wilson Contreras, 4.0. Caleb Durbin is 19th in baseball in war. Caleb Durbin, the little guy at third who I couldn't even remember his name. They have 5 players currently in the top 20 in wins above replacement in Major League Baseball. 4, sorry. I counted Alvarez. Remember when Caleb Durbin hit 163 and only had 9 extra base hits and couldn't hit a home run in the first 48 games? Since then, he's hit 311 with 23 extra base hits over his past 57 games. Remember when he was having tough times and things weren't going his way? He was professional the entire time. When they talked about his failures, he answered every single question. He took the heat every single night. He had big shoes to fill, and he was failing. Now he's thriving. Since the start of June, Caleb Durbin, 8th in F-WAR in baseball, one of the lowest strikeout rates, something that was advertised about him. His 304 average is 19th in baseball. His OBP of 377 is 23rd. 516 slugging, 28th. OPS 19th. What he's doing right now is amazing. And he's the poster child of everything that this Red Sox team has shown over the last few months. He's been absolutely outstanding. Remember, he had a little bit of a hit to the head, and he said he blacked out during the game? He got it going again last night. Now he says he's more conscious than he was blacked out a couple of weeks ago, joking about it. Last night, 37,000 in the house over at Fenway, their second biggest crowd of the year. And I'm not saying that Durbin's some sort of power hitter, but wow, his 11th home run of the year. It matched his total from a year ago where he was what? Third place in the Rookie of the Year? He's starting to show more power. It's exactly what the Red Sox thought when they acquired him. Because they thought he could replace or at least the production of what Alex Bregman did. He's been on a tear since June. I mentioned it. 304, 10 home runs, 27 RBI. And I just, I got to do this for the love of the game. If you put up Alex Bregman and Caleb Durbin stats right now, Bregman's played 111 games, Durbin 105. Bregman has 500 at-bats, Durbin has 400. Bregman has 100 hits, Durbin has 86. They have the same amount of RBI. Durbin has 2 more RBI. They have the same amount of home runs. Durbin's batting .247. Bregman has a slightly higher OBP, but Durbin is bigger in slugging, OPS, and OPS plus. I understand that Alex Bregman brings intangibles that maybe Caleb Durbin can't. But if you were going to pick a guy for the next 3 years, do you want Alex Bregman at the money they were offering or Caleb Durbin? I know they wanted to take a victory lap at that, and I know it sounds better today than it did about 2 months ago. They got it right. It took time, but they got it right so far. But I credit Caleb Durbin. He had to go outside the organization. He wanted to get things done, and he did. Not to mention, he's probably playing a Gold Glove third base. If you split his season in half between the first 52 games, he batted .183. He had 1 home run and 22 RBIs and 30 hits. His last 53 games, he's batting .304 with 10 home runs and 27 RBI. He's literally had the worst start to the season to his best of the year. If this is what he is, good glove in the field, but can give you a little bit of power and hit for average, he's going to replace the production you got from Alex Bregman. Again, it's hard to find those leadership intangibles from guys who've won championships before, but with Sonny Gray and Wilson Contreras and Chapman at the back of the bullpen, they have guys with that experience. And now they're going to bring in Adley Rutschman, who I know has been younger, but was the leader of the Baltimore Orioles. So I just love the dynamic that the team is somewhat, and Craig Breslow has changed. This wasn't the plan. And I get it. At one point, we thought he should have been fired, Craig Breslow. They thought he should have been fired. Who would have thought if Tracy would have worked out, he worked out. Everything's working out for the Boston Red Sox right now. Everything. I think they'll continue to do this. The schedule just gets easier. They've already beaten top teams in the league. They play better at home. They're not just beating up on bad teams. The White Sox, they've beat them 5 straight games in a row. They're a playoff team. They made them look foolish last night. I'm buying in. I think they can pass the Yankees. But a home game with the crowd that we saw last night, absolutely incredible. And I see you guys lined up on the phone lines. I'll get to you in a second here at 617-779-0985. Have you seen what the outfield has done? The outfield has hit 10 home runs in the last 5 games. Ceddanne Rafaela has 4. Wilyer Abreu has 4. Jarren Duran has 2.
Doesn't Wilyer Abreu have 3 multi-home run games since the All-Star break?
Yes.
Guys
and
on fire.
A couple of Grand Slams. Skaz, I was going to double down on when I asked you who do you think the Red Sox MVP was, you said Ceddanne Rafaela. I didn't dismiss it because he plays every day, and he's even gotten more hot since you've said it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't get to take any victory laps really here at night, Joe, and it's too early for one, but I just think Rafaela's been incredible all season. I think he's kind of their most consistent guy on the team. He's out there every single night. He doesn't really have the ebbs and flows of the other guys. Abreu's been very good. Obviously, Durbin's had the incredible, comeback, but I think, Abreu's swing gets long at times. I think Contreras and Rafaela, to me, are the 2 guys that have been their most reliable guys in the lineup and offensively all year.
Red Sox just got on the board. You see who got the RBI?
Yeah, it was Wilson
Contreras. But again, the home runs from the outfield, 4, 4, and 2. Even Duran has 2. In the second half, Skaz, Wilyer Abreu has the most home runs in baseball with 8. Ceddanne Raffaella, tied for third, 7. They have 18 home runs combined, the most in baseball, their outfield. 5 more than any other team. And these numbers regarding Jarren Duran are absolutely wild. Jarren Duran with runners in scoring position this year. He's batting .284 with 7 home runs and 49 RBI. His 7 home runs are 8th in baseball. His 49 RBI, 12th in baseball. When there's nobody on base or nobody in scoring position, he's batting .183 with 7 home runs. That's wild. That with runners in scoring position, he's so productive. But when there's nothing on the line, he is not as productive. Your thoughts at 617-779-0985. Skaz, did you think that Caleb Durbin's the poster boy of this turnaround?
I mean, it's kind of hard to argue anybody else's after the putrid start he had. And then, he comes over to Waltham right down the street here, fixes the swing. They fire, the driveline guys. See you later. That Solis ball's finally out of there. Nice PR piece on him before he went out the door.
Oh, yeah.
But, no, I think Caleb Durbin is certainly the guy you look at. He's been compared to Bregman all year and Devers, I guess. And he certainly, had a better year than Bregman, it seems, especially lately. If they want to start taking a little victory lap on Caleb Durbin, I think we're going to see some of that as the season, if he continues this. I think we're going to hear more Caleb Durbin talk and how, how he just had to wait and all this stuff. I heard a guy say it was the weather, Joe. The weather was too cold early in the season.
Yeah, Sam Kennedy.
So I heard a caller say that today.
I'm sorry. I
didn't realize Sam had also
he said
used
when
the
things
weather.
get hotter, they should be better.
Well, yeah, sure.
He was right about that.
Yeah,
I haven't heard from Sam in a while. Summer Sam, maybe, huh?
Well, I think that's a good thing, Joe. I think most times Sam Kennedy speaks, he a little premature. So I'm glad.
Breslow spoke last night very well. He just applauded Rutschman and all the other guys. Didn't take any credit.
We got a very good from John Henry.
Did you
very
see that?
Good. Someone stalked him on the streets. I like that.
It was a TMZ style. Mr. Henry, I wouldn't be doing my job if I didn't ask.
I think it was NBC. I don't know.
Can you start with that?
Dude, what, the sound?
No. Oh. Well, we can play it if you want, but no.
He does say I wouldn't be doing my job if I didn't ask.
If you were on the street,
you got to do it.
Would you say I'm only doing my job?
No, I'd probably just get right to the question. No pleasantries. That's how I've been trained.
Trade deadline, man. What are you doing here? There's still a couple of minutes left.
I'd say, Mr. Henry, how was the ice cream? And what do you think of the trade deadline?
Are you happy, Mr. Henry?
He was sitting in the stands, Joe. Can you imagine that 2 months ago?
He moved from the grandstands down to the front row behind the plate.
Can you
with the people?
Can you imagine that 2 months ago?
No.
Would have been booed out of the stadium.
I wonder what happened on that plane ride. Is it going to be like those?
What's up with their planes this year? They're having some plane issues.
Hot take. You ready for this one? Maybe Riley will agree with me. I don't think she can hear me anyways. The Red Sox need an airplane. The Red Sox should buy their own airplane. Do you think they can buy their own airplane? Like, get an airplane that fits like 100 people. 100. Maybe two, maybe a little bit more.
Joe, would you like to guess how many MLB teams own and operate their own aircraft?
Ooh, I don't know, actually. I'll just say 5.
1.
Oh, who is it?
The Detroit Tigers are currently the only MLB team who owns and directly operates its own dedicated aircraft. They share it with the Detroit Red Wings. The other 29 Major League Baseball teams do not own planes. They have seasonal or multi-year dedicated charters from commercial airlines like Delta, United, and regional charter services. Just buy a plane.
Why only Detroit and they share it? Like, could Liverpool and the Red Sox share one? Just call it
that's a busy plane, Joe.
FSG Airlines? No, they need. You ever see Major League when they give him that crap airplane, and like there's tape on the propeller and all that. Just get him an airplane, will you? I mean, it's easy for me to say. I don't know. I've seen the puddle jumpers over at Plum Island before, but I haven't seen any puddle jumpers down the Cape when I've been down there though. Those things must be working overtime. Get it? Oh, one more thing on the defense. Do you know that the Red Sox have 3 players in the top 10 with defensive runs saved? Do you know who they are, Skess? 3 players, defensive runs saved.
I'm going to say Rafaela.
Yep.
Durbin. Abreu.
Yep. Willie Abreu, number 1 in baseball.
He's unbelievable. Like, isn't it crazy that it doesn't even feel that way? That's how good he is at right field, that everything he does out there, it's just matter of fact.
He had a couple of errors. But overall, I mean, he threw out Ohtani last week. He's number 1. Cody Bellinger, 2 in baseball. Taylor Walls. Ceddanne Rafaela, 4 with 15. What's DRS, whatever that means? Defensive runs saved? Okay. So Willie Abreu has 21 defensive runs saved. Ceddanne Rafaela, 15. Caleb Durbin, 10. That's going to get him a Gold Glove. Imagine if he starts better next year. I am already looking ahead to next year, but if he started better and played that kind of glove, he'd be an all-star. Don't tell them that, though. Don't let them figure that out next year, and then they can do a victory.
Can I give you one other thing, too? So we've all been focused on the Red Sox are 32-8 in their last 40 games. So I went to Baseball Reference today, Joe, and I looked at that 40-game sample across the rest of the league, and I wanted to know if there was anything else other than, win percentage the Red Sox led the league in over that 40-game stretch. There are 2 categories the Red Sox lead the league in over that stretch.
So home runs is one of them.
It is not, actually.
Oh, really? ERA.
The Nationals have the most home runs, and I think they've hit 70 in the last 40 games, which is insane. But
ERA?
ERA, I believe, is one of them, but the 2 I'm going to talk about are offensive. They lead the Major League Baseball in the last 40 games in hit by pitch.
Wow.
They've been hit by pitches 27 times in the last 40 games, and they've been caught stealing the most over the last 40 games. So what that tells me is they have a ton of guys on base, and they're being aggressive. I think it just kind of speaks to the different mentality Chad Tracy kind of brought to this team, the small ball, the just simplifying the game and getting on base. Like, crowd the plate more. Don't be afraid to steal. Like, it's small little things, but, there isn't a ton of other offensive categories that they're, running away with or anything like that. But those 2, they have a kind of significant lead. And I just thought that was interesting. It shows maybe Chad Tracy's kind of simplified things for them. And they're just like, all right, well, if we get on base, we're going to run. And we're not afraid to get hit by a couple pitches because we need guys on base.
Can I give you a little drama in the game?
Please.
So Sam Antonacci grounded out to first. Wilson Contreras beat him to the bag. And on the way by, Antonacci gave him a little elbow. Nothing's happened yet. But I get the sniffer outs, guess. Every once in a while, it's just, if I was playing first base and I beat a guy to the bag and he elbowed me on the way by, just remember that one. Today's what, game 3 of the series? Do they play him again, or is tomorrow a new series? I can't remember now. But I'm not sure if they see them again this year. Yeah, I don't think they do. But things are going bad for the White Sox to the point where they throw little elbows out. Not cool. Remember that one later. I also wonder if it will fuel Wilson Contreras. One more game tomorrow against Chicago. 7:10 first pitch tomorrow. You see that?
I did see that. Wilson Contreras' RBI single was right at him. So I like that,
Oh, so that's called a receipt. Oh, okay.
Franklin Arias has just hit a 2-run home run as well.
So he went 3 for 4 last night, and tonight, dude, I gave you Joe Murray's playoff projected lineup, right?
You got him starting in the ALCS, Joe.
Well, in the playoff.
At World Series, I should say.
At home at Fenway, by the way. All right, let's start with Donna. Hey, Donna. Hi, Donna. Donna? Hello? Are you a Donna? What's your name, sir?
Wait, I'm on the phone right now?
Yeah, dude. You're on the air. I'm Joe.
Oh, I'm not Donna.
What's your name then?
Dave.
Dave. Okay, Dave.
That's why I did not answer to Donna.
It's okay. What's going on, Dave?
So, have you seen the Marcel Meyer Anthony drama stuff on Reddit or heard about it?
Have I seen it? Do you believe? Do you believe it?
Well, that's why I'm calling.
Well, don't
I
ask
do not
me.
believe it at all.
Don't ask me. What do you believe?
Like, what? Well, so one of the nights that FIFA was happening, I'm a younger guy. I was out and about.
You were out and about. You used to go out in Boston. Where would you go?
Well, it was one of the FIFA nights.
Nice.
It was the Peyton Tolley Fenway flu game. If you remember, it was one of the Fenway Fridays.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah.
So I ended up just walking around and ended up by Fenway. And supposedly around the time that this would have happened,
I can't do it. My guy gave him he asked if I saw the Reddit thing today from. Yes. Did I see it? Yes, I did. Did Street Team Joe send it to us? And be like, did you guys see this?
No one.
Did I see it? Yes, I saw it.
I used to wonder about, fan fiction and AI reports and the crappy aggregation we talked about, who it was for. It's people like Straight Team Joe. The guy loves a good story, good drama, good content.
Well, I told you, I'm not part of the Reddit generation.
It was one of the faker things I've ever read in my life. I think Jared Carabas and others have come out and said, they've talked to both parties. Completely false.
Yeah, I saw Jared. He,
but I mean, funny, entertaining, I suppose.
Should I even? If it's already been reported as false, should I mention any of the other things that are in there or no?
I would say no. I would say completely false. All right. I guess not even really that funny.
Okay, I won't laugh about it.
Wish people were more creative. I will say that.
So then Roman didn't hurt his hand other than swinging.
I would say we saw Roman hurt his hand, right?
Well,
the first time?
Technically we did.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know. I'm sure the people are in our chat are probably talking about it right now. Unfortunately,
I think they're hung up on the plane thing, Joe.
Oh, they are?
Yeah.
Well, they're like, you mean to tell me only one team in the league has a plane? I'm gonna find out about someone randomly tomorrow. It's gonna say to me, hey man, is that true that only one team in the league? Yeah, man, the Tigers and the Red Wings. So they don't even own it themselves. What if the Tigers and Red Wings are out of town? What do? They use commercial?
Well, I almost wonder if that's why the Patriots own a plane, because they can rent it out and charge people to use it so often. But if you're a baseball team, you can't do that. You're using the plane, a lot, every day.
But here's another thing.
Not every day, but you know what I mean.
Remember when Curtis Meade got hurt? They had to send Nick Sogard from wherever the hell he was, Virginia, to Sacramento.
That's tough.
Was he just a regular guy who took a commercial plane?
I would think so. I mean, maybe they got him a PJ for one of those flights, but I don't know.
Do you think they would use the gas that one's already, or if the team's there, right?
I don't think you're sending the 737 to get one guy.
I mean, he's been pretty good, don't you think?
I mean, I think it depends on the guy.
Like Doug Mirabelli back in 2005?
He can give him the escort. I don't know if he's getting a PJ.
Well, anytime. If you type in Joe Murray on Reddit, some guy hates it when I talk about poop. Last night we talked about farts.
I think that may have been a poop, Joe.
Oh, you mean it was so bad that it was a poop?
I mean, I think it was either stink bombs or actual fecal matter. I don't think strictly a fart could do such damage.
Okay. Someone has gossip for Street Team Joe on the line. Let's just do it. Hello, Mr. Gossip Man. How are you?
I would say gossip. This is Chris from California. Grew up in just north of Boston.
Yeah.
I was out in the North End, I want to say late May. It was, I believe, right before, I want to say the Cubs or one of the Chicago series. I was eating at Strega, bumped out of Strega on my walk to Giacomo, bumped into Vinny Chase, Marcelo Meyer himself, who tried to look inconspicuous with his hat, but really wasn't. and eyes glassy, and then the owner of Giacomo pulls him in for a shot.
Cool. If I walked down the street, someone would offer me a shot too. Right?
Yeah, I don't really.
So, he thought, what'd you say, Jim?
I thought that was going to be juicier.
Yeah, there's nothing. Oh, no, a young guy
listen,
having a good night.
I would like you guys to know that we cannot take calls of people saying, yeah, I saw, so-and-so at the so-and-so.
I would also say that people not remember Tyler Sagan or any of the other young athletes we've ever had in town.
I mean, there were World Series champions walking down the street with no shirt on and a cigarette in their mouth. Did anybody care?
No.
No.
I am a sucker for a good rumor, though, Joe. A great, the Curry stuff the last few days. Oh, that's right up. Jay Stu and I were talking for an hour, 30 minutes about it.
You're Jay Stu, when he sees you, he looks at you as oh my God.
It's like that pie on the windowsill you're floating over to.
My little puppet, let me tell you my theory.
Hey, he's got a lot of connections.
No,
he was explaining his connections.
I know. I mean that out of love to Jay Stu. He probably was like, oh, you want time for this? Tonight he was leaving, and I said hi to him, but the show was starting. But we have a wrestler on later on tonight, Brian Myers, who used to be in WWE, now is in TNA. He's going to join us tonight. But I think he wanted to communicate with me about Brian Myers coming on tonight, but the show must go on. So he would have had me floating. Like Garfield when he smells the pie. Yes, I've been in that situation.
Remember when Kevin Love went to that Red Sox game? That was my favorite.
With Rondo?
Yeah.
I was on the air that day.
You were?
Dude,
you were?
it was a Saturday. Was it Friday or Saturday? I can't remember. I took calls all day long about it. Do you know what I told you? On July 4th, they called me off the beach on July 4th. Hey, guys, we think the Durant thing's going down. I drove in from Plum Island. I was on the beach, got in my car, and my partner that day was Mike Sarge Riley. And we both drove in, and we're there, and it goes, they're in the Hamptons. The Celtics are in the Hamptons.
Yeah, Kelly Olynyk's leading the meeting.
And Tom Brady, and Tom Brady's there. And you should have heard me and Sarge. We were like, oh my God, Tom Brady's going to get Kevin Durant. And on July 4th, we took phone calls on July. Do you have the photo? Could you?
I'll put it in Slack.
Please,
yeah, give me a second.
I'm going to have to share this. And I got way off track now. So you mean to tell me that when they went on July 4th, Theo Epstein had Thanksgiving dinner with Kurt Schilling? Do you know what I'm saying? Hey, Kurt, we need you to waive your no trade clause. We need you. There's a curse. We need you. I'm going to come to your Thanksgiving dinner because we need you. Okay? I will always think of Theo as the guy that got that done. You mean to tell me on July 4th in the Hamptons, Danny Ainge trying to bring in Kevin Durant calls Tom Brady, but they needed to bring Jake Crowder? Isaiah Thomas? Who else? Marcus Smart?
Kelly O.
And Kelly Olynyk? I would have told them to stay home. What a fail. All right. Why did that? Why did we?
We were talking good rumors.
Oh yeah,
good rumors. I love a good rumor. I'm in on this
I told
Anthony
you,
rumor.
I got PTSD because I told you when I was part time. I used to get called in to work big events hey, something just happened. You got to go to the station. Okay, that day. Oh my God, it was so. Now that I told you I did another July 4th. It was me and Bob Beers from 9 to 1, Skaz. Joe Murray and Bob Beers, July 4th. I don't remember the year. Maybe you can Google it. When Tyler Sagan got traded. It was just me and Bob on July 4th. Okay? We leave. 1 o'clock. I forget. It might have been Kaufman who took over. Whatever. I get in my car. 5 minutes in. Breaking sports news. The Boston Bruins have traded Tyler Sagan. And I was so pissed because I did 4 hours that day and we got the Tyler Sagan when I left. July 4th. What year was that? Do we have that yet? Tyler Seguin trade? I've been triggered.
July 4th, 2013.
Scaz, 2013. I was here on July 4th. Did a whole show with Bob Beers. You ever done a show with Bob? Well, you've worked with Bob.
I've worked with Bob many times.
Yeah. He was cool. But I wanted to talk about the grill. July 4th movie.
So between that and Kevin Love Rondo, you were here in 2 all-time Celtic rumor
I was
days.
here the night I was here on a Saturday, the day that Tuca went to Buff's Pub the night before and couldn't play in the final game.
Got the runs.
Got a case of the Tucas.
He had 60 boneless wings.
But yes, he did. So post game comes, they're not going to the playoffs because they lost. And I asked Dave and Bob at the time. I go, so did the Bruins not make the playoffs today because of Tuukka Rask? And I just heard someone's headset just go right to the desk, and that was the season, Scaz.
It was very Scott Zolak going to break on remote, just that quick headset slam. Yeah. I remember that one.
Might have heard Capello be like, wrap it. Speaking of rapping, we got to go to break. Are we doing the headlines now?
Well, Joe, we are actually. But did you hear Mr. Capello had an interview on the station today?
Oh.
The Toucher and Hardy intern went to Patriots training camp and got an exclusive interview with one Mark Capello. So maybe you'll have to hear some of that later on in the
serious?
show, Joe. Yes. You didn't hear any of this.
Who's the morning intern? I should know, right?
Oh, man, that's bad. I've never.
Not Cece, you mean?
That sounds right.
Cece,
I think that's right.
Yeah, all right. I know her.
So I believe she went and interviewed
She
Mark
interviewed
Capello.
Capello?
Yeah, very
This is
brief.
amazing.
I will say it was a very brief interview.
And they played it? Someone's played it?
Oh, yeah, the morning show played it this morning.
Oh, I wish I heard it.
I'll play some for you later tonight. Don't you worry.
Okay. We have to go to break and headline. Hey, this hour of the sports has been brought to you by our good friends because they are. I'm sorry for getting off track. Valve Maintenance and Oil Change. Enjoy quick and convenient vehicle maintenance this month. Visit No Good Oil Change.
For replay.
Them up 2-0 right now at the moment. And of course, guys, you know what it is. Steph Diggs gone. He's with the Commanders, a deal up to $12 million. Headlines brought to you by Super Service Today. Upgrade your home with an electric heat pump system from Super Service Today. Stay cool in the summer, warm all winter, and save on energy costs while reducing your covered footprint. For a free estimate, visit superservicetoday.com. I'm Joe Murray.
This is what happens when analysts take over the games, take over the sport.
This is where you talk sports.
It happens all the time.
The Sports Hub.
I'm a little late on the on my Bally's pick of the night, but I had Wilson Contreras again for a walk, which just happened. So that one doesn't count. But I'll give you Andrew Monasterio, an RBI tonight. And I got it earlier, I think around 200. So there you go. There's your Bally's pick of the night. I got a bunch of shows coming up. You hear Rat this weekend, Collective Soul. I see guys on the phone lines, and again, the Red Sox just are rolling. Will, you're a Brayhu. Remember when Zips over at Fangraphs said that no Red Sox this year will hit 20 home runs? How about now? I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be the Red Sox. Like, I bet you how many Red Sox fans are doing that right now. How about now? 2 guys get 20 home runs. Blah. No, I think it's worth celebrating that 2 players on the Red Sox have 20 home runs right now when they were one of the worst home run hitting teams in baseball. Wilyer Abreu goes deep again. I gave you those numbers earlier on Wilyer, excuse me. Wilyer Abreu now. Let me just give you the numbers again. I had them here. Let me just. The Red Sox outfield have hit 11 home runs now in the last 5 games. Abreu 5. Rafaela 4. That's 5 plus 4 is 9. Plus Jarren Duran's 2. That would be 11. And Abreu now has the most home runs since the All-Star break. 9. So Don Rafaela has 7. As an outfield right now, 19 home runs, leading all of baseball since the break. Also, I've done something tonight that I feel like it's worth sabotaging the segment for. Street Team Joe brought 99. Thank you. Well, actually, Joe DoorDashed it, right? Even though it's legitimately, what would you say, 2 or 3 football fields away? Maybe? Anyways, he brought Gold Fever wings and buffalo wings and a pizza. I don't know what the hell's on that pizza, by the way, but he got it. And he got a gigantic pretzel. And what did I do? I dipped my pretzel in the blue cheese, and holy smokes, my life has changed. My life just changed. Is that Drake? Is that song? Yes. Yeah, Controller. My whole life has changed. And now Street Team Joe has just dipped his pretzel in the blue cheese. Have you ever done it before? It's amazing. It's amazing. It's amazing. So anyways, I just wanted to let everyone know that the 99, if you order a pretzel, normally you would get cheese or mustard. Try blue cheese. Thank you. It was good. All right, let's go to the phones. Justin and Lynn, who was on NBC today with Tom Giles. How you doing, bro?
I just wanted to let you know I worked today, and he's really great to work. He's really great. He's really great to work with.
Yeah, Tom Giles, the man, dude.
He said that I know my stuff.
You do know your stuff.
Yes, and Joe, I love the people I work with. They're great. I love them. And I just wanted to give a take on the Red Sox. This is unfathomable what the Red Sox are doing. The Red Sox are now 29-5 in the last, if you count tonight, the last 35 games. This is amazing, Joe. I didn't expect this all year. I'm surprised. I really am.
You couldn't have made this up. You couldn't have simulated a baseball season on a video game.
This is video game. This is video game numbers, Joe. This is. I said today that I don't know. How long this is sustainable for? I'm glad they're doing it, but how long is it sustainable? That's my question, Joe.
Absolutely, bro.
Yep.
I just texted Tom Giles, and I said, Justin from Lynn just called and loves you. He's a great kid. And he goes, great kid. And he said it like Tony the Tiger. Great!
Yes, no, I really appreciate him today, and I look to do more of this
Nice.
future.
And people can go to where? NBCSportsBoston.com
Yes,
on their
it'll
YouTube
be
page?
It'll be on the YouTube page. They said it will be up tomorrow. So if you want to use some of the clips, you're more than welcome
You got
to
it.
do that as well.
All right, bro. I'm going to look
Yeah.
that up.
Yeah.
All right, Justin. Have you ever had a pretzel with blue cheese?
No, but that would actually sound good. I'm gonna have to tell my mom that.
Tell your mom. Say, hey, Joe said to dip the pretzels in the blue cheese.
Yes.
All
I'll
right.
have to let my mom know.
Tell your mom I said hello.
Okay.
Bye.
All right. Thanks.
Later, buddy. Well, Tom Giles checking in. I just texted him. We haven't had Giles on, huh? Is it because of the NBC Nesson thing? I don't care. Actually, sometimes I'm on NBC's. How's that work out? I don't care. I'm not going to figure it out. Thank you, everybody, though, for letting me do that. Hunter is in Norwood. Hi, Hunter.
Hey, what's going on, guys? How we doing in New England? My question is, not really a question, more of a debate. I'd like to hear your take on it. Is that how many Red Sox, Bruins, Patriots, fucking... sorry,
dummy
everybody...
up, man. You can't swear. Come on. You can't swear. Come on. Did that go? That the stream got that one right?
Stream always wins, Joe.
What's going on in the stream right now? Should I pull it up? The guy said the F word. You can't say that.
I have no idea where he was potentially going with that either.
I must have yelled because the other camera is showing on YouTube. And then you can see Riley, actually, when you do that. Damn. Some guy goes, I think Joe likes food in the chat. No, I liked dipping my pretzel in blue cheese, actually. Ryan's letting us know that it went over. Pretzel with blue cheese was too good, says Street Team Joe. Should I take this next one? I don't even know anymore. Jason's in Providence. Hi, Jason.
Joe, I know you're a food aficionado. I look forward to your food recommendations, but blue cheese ain't it. You know, what other food does a human consume that's moldy, that's been sitting there, that's just, it's asinine that someone would look at that and be like, you know what, this looks appetizing, not only to put as a condiment, but to dip my pretzels in. Someone needs to knock some sense in you, Joe. That's not it. Blue cheese ain't it.
I mean, dude, there's like salami and hams and stuff that have the same problems.
What salami is moldy that you would eat that wouldn't give you like some sort of virus or just what is it?
What? So I get you telling me I listen, dude. I've had a lot of blue cheese in my life. I'm not getting sick.
Just because it doesn't make you sick, I know it's penicillin, but like I don't get the fascination of people eating it. Like it makes me gag watching people eat it. Not only the smell.
You ever had hard salami, bro?
No, I haven't. I don't even know what that is.
Are you kidding me?
What's hard salami?
Are you in Providence? Are you?
I'm in Providence.
Are you Italian?
No, I'm Portuguese.
Oh, okay. Well, what about those? What do they call them? Malasasa? What do they call? Sorry,
malasada. That's sweetbread.
Well, no. What do they? No, what am I thinking of? I get it all the time with the Portuguese festival out there at Fall River. The hell are they called?
Oh my God! Everything out there is good. I mean, you have blood sausage, but that's not like that's caserva.
What about some other cheeses? Like you've never had? I mean, you ever had a charcuterie board, dude? Like there's some.
I've had a charcuterie board, but if it's a different color, like I'll have some, smoked Gouda. That's goated.
Okay.
I'll have some goat cheese.
Okay. What about ranch?
I'll have some weird.
What about ranch?
Ranch is okay. Yeah. What's wrong with ranch?
All right. So here's the deal. If you put in a ramekin, if you put blue cheese in one ramekin and you put ranch in the other, you mean to tell me you can tell the difference?
Oh, absolutely.
No
1,000%.
way. No. Skaz.
Joe, are you saying blue cheese and ranch are the same
I'm
thing?
saying if you look at them, you don't know which one's blue cheese and which one's ranch.
If you taste
I
it,
could
though.
look
He's
at a
telling
slice
me
of
he
white cheese. It could be American. It could be cheddar. It could be provolone. That doesn't mean anything just because they look the same. They don't taste the same. They don't smell the same. One hasn't been sitting out for
You're moving the
for 6
goalpost.
months.
Don't move the goalpost. If you put a blue cheese down and you put a ranch down, Street Team Joe, can you tell the difference by eyeing it, which one's blue cheese and which one's ranch? Just eyeballing it.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
I would be willing to go on a game show, and I could tell you which one's which.
I don't know. I don't know, Jason. I don't know, bro.
I think a blind test. I could probably tell between the consistency. I could dip a pinky in like it's Michael Phelps.
This ain't like the cocaine in the shows and the movies and stuff. You know when there's cocaine and they taste it? Like that's a lie. Okay? No. I've
been there. I know that's a lie. I'm from Providence after all.
I know, but dude, you can't tell the difference. If it was on the table, what do you can you smell it?
I throw you out. If you brought blue cheese to my house, I'm a big boy. I love food. I used to have like a little YouTube channel going around tasting food. If you brought blue cheese to my house, you're blacklisted. Don't ever come to my house again.
Why though? Are you just scared of blue cheese?
I'm not scared of blue cheese. It's a peasantry food. How dare you insult my household
what about
by
lobsters?
bringing me something so beneath me?
I love lobster. It's the same thing.
Lobster was fed to the slaves. I get it, but it's not like that anymore. We've grown up. I'm not 5 years old anymore. I don't play with PlayStation 1. I play PlayStation 5. Grown up. I've leveled up.
So, if you were saying, Joe, ketchup on a hot dog, I got you. You know what I'm saying?
I wouldn't put blue cheese on a hot dog.
You'd put wait, now you're telling me blue cheese sucks and you put it on a hot dog?
No, I said I wouldn't put it on a hot dog. I would put it on anything.
I've actually never had blue cheese on a hot dog, but now you got me
I'm not trying to give you ideas, Joe. Don't do it. Don't do it for the viewership.
I'm going to tell you right now, though. I'm being for real, all right? And maybe you are, too. I don't think you could eyeball the difference between ranch and blue cheese.
How much money you willing to put on it, Joe?
Listen,
I'll show up.
There's no money. What do you got, Joe? Street Team Joe's got something.
So, I was going to say to the caller, did you ever go to Buffalo Wild Wings at all?
Me or him?
The caller.
I've been to Buffalo Wild Wings.
Isn't it a whole ordeal every time they bring over ranch and blue cheese? Everyone's like, "Oh, which one's which? We got to try it." That you can't tell right off just by looking at it.
I lie to them. I say I'm allergic. I say don't bring that to me. Don't ever bring blue cheese anywhere near me. I'm allergic.
But you couldn't tell the sight of it. It could be ranch. It could be blue cheese.
Of course you
right?
couldn't. Yes, you can. Ranch has I don't know if you know, even if you're eating Doritos, it's got the little speckles on it. It's got the red. It's got the green. Sometimes blue. Blue cheese is it stares at you different. Like it's just you're in a presence.
So at Buffalo Wild Wings, you think you could tell the difference?
100%.
Wow.
Even if you brought me a fancy blue cheese, it was colorless, and you brought a ranch that was colorless, I probably 99 times out of 100, I have X-ray vision. You got some people got gaydar, I got blue cheese radar.
Okay, thank you. No, just no. Did you think we'd be talking about this tonight?
Joe, if I had to guess what we'd be talking about on a nightly basis, I'd be, out of luck. How could I ever guess?
I know that people say to me, Joe, sometimes you talk a lot of food. I'm not offended by it, by the way. It's just that I don't think I love food, okay? If you put a Caesar dressing, because we'd have to do 3. Maybe we should try this. And you know who I think would be the perfect candidate is Derek, by the way, because he's never had any of it. Does Riley know about Derek's
very aware
non-eating?
Yes. Yeah. Mrs. Olson called in last night.
That's right. Riley, do you like blue cheese or ranch or Caesar dressing?
I hate dressing any type, even ketchup, and I've never had blue cheese before. I also have never had a chicken wing. And Street Team Joe's trying to convince me to have a buffalo chicken wing, but he
there's
can't.
one out there.
I asked him what does buffalo taste like, and he can't explain it to me, so I don't think I'm gonna eat it.
It
Spicy
tastes
chicken is what I said.
It tastes like a
So wait,
spicy.
you know the pretzel brand Dots?
Yes.
You know the
cheese.
spicy ones, the
Yeah.
red bag.
Yes.
I can't eat those. My
Okay,
tongue
those are
on
called Red
fire.
Hot, they're called Red Hot Silvadol.
No, not those ones.
No?
It's just like the salt and peppered ones. I can't eat them. My tongue catches on fire.
Well, it's not going to be. It's going to be mild, so it won't be that hot. And then if you dip it in the blue cheese, it's even better.
Ooh, I just don't like sauce.
Well, I can't. Should we now, when we do interns, right? Because her internship's up next week, or whenever.
Technically 2 weeks.
I know, 17th. I keep my brain is already.
But last day with you next week.
What was I just saying? Should we have a qualifying
Questionnaire almost?
But what if they lie to get the job?
Well, I don't know. Maybe how are they supposed to know that that's one of the qualifications?
I think if we knew what we knew about Riley and Derek before the internship, they would have been easy first choices just out of curiosity for their strange habits. But
it just sucks that it took it, I don't know, the last month or whatever to find that out.
No, we've been on this. I mean, we had Derek on the air talking about Evil Rocky and his eating habits, a month and a half ago.
I think the first day of my internship I came on and I said, I've never eaten a salad. And it made you really happy.
Yes, that's what it was, Joe. Neither of them had had lettuce. Yes.
You know what, Riley? We were both right.
About what?
Because everyone got sick.
A good summer for the anti-lettuce crowd.
Yeah. I've only eaten lettuce once in my life.
So if someone says, what's the one take you got right over the summer?
Don't eat salad.
Don't eat salad or lettuce.
Yep.
So if I put Caesar dressing, ranch, and blue cheese down on a table, could you tell which one was which?
I don't think so, no.
Okay.
Wait, I could probably tell the blue cheese one because doesn't that have specks of stuff in it?
But see, good blue cheese isn't like that.
I don't know what good blue cheese is. So. I just don't like putting like wet sauce on my dry food. It's just not my vibe.
Okay. Do you ever get a rice bowl and put something on it and mix it?
I like plain rice.
Do you ever get plain rice and put teriyaki chicken on it?
I'm not a big fan of chicken. I've just warmed up to chicken sandwiches. I don't know how I'm feeling about just eating chicken by itself. I haven't really warmed up to that yet. So I'm I'm taking baby steps. I'm trying to eat different foods.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now I'm more confused.
More confused about what?
That you don't eat. So you don't eat chicken or beef?
Okay, I don't eat steak, but I eat beef, ground beef.
Tacos before?
I just started this year eating ground beef quesadillas, but I'm a big cheeseburger person. But I won't eat steak because the texture of it throws me off. But what were you talking about? Chicken? I only like chicken if it has bread. If I have 2 slices of bread, chicken in between, that's all I'll eat. I will not eat chicken by itself. I know that's weird. It's a texture thing, I promise.
There are Gold Fever wings out there, and there are...
What does that mean?
Gold Fever is a mix of... What is it?
Honey mustard and buffalo, I believe.
It's phenomenal.
Mustard? Ooh. My mouth might catch on fire with that. I don't know if I can do that one. If you can convince me, I'll try the buffalo one. But
okay. This is turned into something. I now have multiple people that are texting me.
People are texting you?
Yes. Hooch is checking in. I like ranch, blue cheese, and Caesar dressing, and I can tell the difference by looking at all of them. Good blue cheese has chunks of blue cheese in it.
Yeah, okay, that's what I was saying, right? That I clocked that.
I guess that's true. I still think it's hard. Our buddy Tim from Burnt Edges, Joe. Street Team Joe.
Oh, is that the restaurant?
Yep.
Oh, fine.
Tim says, I'm confident I could tell the difference between blue cheese, ranch, and Caesar dressing just by sight.
I don't study my sauces, Joe.
You know what's funny? This is something I'd bet on.
But on me guessing sauces?
No, just you. Let's say we had 5 people lined up in the hallway.
Yeah.
There's 3 dressings down here, just by sight, which one's which, and then they write down which one's which with their name, and then at the end we get everyone together and we say who was right and who was wrong.
Yeah, that could work. That could be a good bet.
Be a good social.
Yeah. I'd go 0 for 5, or 0 for 3. Sorry.
I mean, you still can't guess. You have a chance.
That is true. That is true. Have you seen the cardboard box TikTok trend? Do you know what I'm talking about? So you get a cardboard box, you cut it in half, so it's like wide open on one side, and you cut like 5 holes in the top, and you stick 5 straws through the holes, and you put like 5 random liquids, and you have the person try to guess what each liquid is. And usually they do like four right. Yeah.
Jason Tatum just did one.
Oh, really? They usually do 4 like regular liquids, and then they try to throw them off and do like hot sauce is one of them.
Oh.
Yeah, that's a good trend. I like that one.
Okay.
Yeah, we could do that. I could bring in 5 random liquids from my fridge.
All right, we got
We
got a lot to work on tonight. I did not mean for this to happen. All I wanted to tell everybody was that I dipped a pretzel inside blue cheese, and it was amazing. That was all I wanted. But now I have people telling me that they're experts at sauce. And it's now making me wonder the confidence of these people. The Be a Man guy is checking in. Caesar is definitely a different animal than the others. Okay, who else we got? Tim from Burn Edges. Can we do this as a contest? I'll supply the pizzas. In. Thank you. Yes. Oh, my God. Abreu hit his 20th home run. Yes, I did say that, didn't I? Abreu? Because everybody else said that they whatever. Nick's in Rehoboth. Hey, Nick.
How's it going? So first off, I'm going to do my best not to swear this time like I did last time I was on the phone with you because that failed miserably. So Gold Fever, amazing. But so I got to correct that Portuguese dude because he was wrong on literally everything he said.
No. This dude got cut off last time, and then his service went out. But I just like that he said he was wrong, so I'll take that. All right, let's go to break. Jeff Beliveau, who listens all the time, wants to know what do the interns actually eat. He thinks that the list should be what they eat versus what they don't eat. We should go to break. What do I have on the rundown here, Skez?
I think we were going to do some Jaylen Brown next, Joe.
Oh. Stephen A. or Jaylen Brown? Who would you want? Or we could do both. It doesn't matter. We'll find out. Let's play roulette. Are you going to hear from Jaylen or Stephen A. next here on 98.5 The Sports Hub?
You're listening to Joe Murray. the Sports Hub.
Super excited for this upcoming season. Yo, we got Bron. And, like, what an opportunity that is. Like, obviously, everybody's going to say whatever they want to say, and there's going to be a bunch of media this whole entire season. But, like, for me, like, what an opportunity is to learn. Like, one of my favorite things to do is to learn. Despite what people may say, despite what people may feel about, my favorite thing to do is to learn. I love learning. So, like, to have the opportunity to learn, one from one of the, if not the greatest player of all time, you know, I get an opportunity to, like, on the court, off the court, learn and gather experiences that can accumulate to my own knowledge base.
I'm going to get you the whole thing on this one, but so before we get into the quote, did you hear that Jaylen Brown you mentioned to me, guys, he went skydiving, and I watched the video. There was a rumor that if the 76ers win the title, LeBron was going to skydive, but I guess he has debunked that today.
Yeah, I think Jaylen Brown said he told them all that, you know, him, Maxey, I think everybody except for Embiid basically was going to go skydiving.
Okay. Jaylen Brown on a stream yesterday said he feels like he's on different dimensions. Former Celtics forward discussed his trade to Philly. Thinks they have a great roster. He said, at this point in my career, I would say I'd want to be more than I am. At this point in my career, I would say I want to win more than I ever have. I'm more inspired to win than anything. I've been a little disrespected in the process for whatever reason. So he brought disrespect up against guys. He feels disrespected. On a team with 4 ball-dominant stars, he's probably going to have to adjust a little bit. Embiid, 33% of the usage. Maxey, 28.6. LeBron, 26. Jaylen Brown, 35.1 last year. Said it's going to take a lot of each other. He also mentioned that he's lost roughly 7 pounds this offseason preparing. But he wants to be a learner now. So if he was the smartest guy in the room, reportedly, is LeBron now the smartest guy in the room, Skaz?
You'd have to think so, from a basketball perspective, certainly.
So now he wants to learn, Jaylen Brown.
He's going to be a sponge, I believe he said.
He wants to learn. So he went from being the smartest guy to now wanting to learn. While Jason Tatum said he doesn't want to be around the smartest guy in the room, he wants to continue to learn. To have both of them now said the same thing?
Well, I think Jalen's was a direct response to Tatum, I think.
Interesting. Tyler Milliken's post. The Jaylen Brown thing, whatever, right? He wants to learn now. What next is he going to say on some sort of stream?
Still waiting for Embiid to say something.
I did see a workout video today of Embiid, though.
Oh, yeah, we get lots of those this time of year.
You saw that today. Bleacher Report, great credible website that it is, shows Embiid is ready for the 26-27 campaign. I should give an update quickly because we got to go to break. Let's play the Stephen A next. I like that one. But Wilson Contreras has left the game tonight. I thought it was because he got hit in that wrist the other night, remember? And then, what's his name? Sam Antonacci elbowed him today. Nope. The Red Sox say that he has left the game due to an illness. So, we got our walk, though, Skaz. That's right. We hit our walk. We hit our walk.
Hey, we needed it after last night.
And now he's out. And Tyler Milliken says that Sam Antonacci has been spared for now. So I would keep your eyes on that one for tomorrow, Skaz.
How long you letting Sonny Gray go tonight?
Ooh, well, he went 7 or 6 last game and gave up like 4 runs and hung in there. I thought there'd be runs tonight, and I always fade a team that scored a lot. Oh, it's like automatic, but I thought there'd be some runs tonight. So how long do you let Sonny Gray go? Well, it's 2-0 right now, middle of the 5th inning. So far, he's got 73 pitches. I don't know. I'd probably go another inning. You know what's 8 strikeouts tonight for Sonny. Wow. This kid Burke's been pretty good of late. But he's not really, I guess Sean Burke's really only given up 2 runs if you think about it. But I read that tonight that he's been pretty good. And
from Sutton, Mass.
Did not know that. Also, I know that Contreras had 3 at-bats against him, and one of them was a home run. So tonight it's Willier who, Contreras had the RBI, and then Willier went deep. Why don't we hit the headline? We'll get everyone caught up. Stephen A. said something about the Patriots schedule, which I'm fine with. My contradiction to Stephen A. is, has anyone told him about the New York Knicks run at all? Should we bring that one back up? Because, if you're going to bring up easy schedules, I would like to bring up the New York Knicks if that's okay.
You say Wemby was easy?
Well, Wemby was off of Game 7.
You still got to play the guy.
He still turned the ball over a ton.
You're not going to catch me discrediting the Knicks, Joe.
Well, no, I already said, I said a long time ago before they even won the championship, they're going to win the championship. I just think it's okay to say that they dominated everybody. They got the 76ers off.
Yeah, the Patriots didn't do that.
No, the Patriots had an easy schedule.
Yeah, but they didn't dominate everybody in the playoffs and win.
They did not.
They sucked and lost.
I just think
we can do it on the other side. I don't want to ruin the segment.
Stephen A. has a lot to say about the Patriots. We'll hear that next here on 98.5 The Sports Hub.
Sports Hub headlines.
All right, well, Stephon Diggs is gone. He signed with the Washington Commanders today. Good for him. He's going to get up to $12 million, which means he's not getting that money. The Red Sox are winning 2-0 right now. But Wilson Contreras left the game with an illness. Sonny Gray, 5 innings, 8 strikeouts so far. Wilyer Abreu is 20th home run of the season. Headlines, they are brought to you by our good friends over at DN Van Lines. Take the chance out of your move and make the sure bet with DN Van Lines. An approved mover to the Department of Defense, DNVanLines.com. I'm Joe Murray.
More Joe Murray coming up on the Sports Hub.
Are you looking to improve your smile? Well, you got to get to Boston Dental in the Seaport and experience their premium quality of services with their state-of-the-art technologies. Book your appointment today, right now, at bostondental.com.
This is Stephen A. Smith earlier today talking about the Patriots. Him and Mad Dog, I think I saw them together for a little bit. But Mad Dog loves the Patriots this year. Stephen A., well, not so much. Let's hear Stephen A. on the Patriots' schedule last year.
It's really about Drake May. It's really about that. You got Ramondre Stevenson. You got Romeo, where art thou, Romeo Dobbs, that came over from Green Bay. You got A.J. Brown now, right? You got Butte. You got the crew. You got Vrabel as your coach, right? But last year, as my brother just pointed out, the schedule, to be specific, bro.
Get ready.
The weakest schedules in the NFL since 1999. That's the schedule. It hasn't been a weaker schedule in a quarter century. This ain't the weakest schedule since 2019. In a quarter century. As the game has evolved, as statistics have just piled up, the analytics is everywhere. They still discovered no schedule has been weaker than the one that the New England Patriots had last year.
What's your issue with that, Joe?
My issue is not about the Patriots. I think the New York Knicks had a fairly easy run, and they got the Spurs off of Game 7.
Yeah, they won an NBA championship, Joe. I think that's probably the difference there.
Yes.
They didn't fail in the biggest spot in the sport.
Is it okay to win a champ? They dominated. They might have been at one of the best runs I've ever seen in my life. I just don't think Knicks fans should be saying other people had easy schedules.
Even if it's true.
It is true.
It is.
Yes, it is.
But you don't like the messenger.
don't like it. That's a personal problem, guys. I don't like the messenger who, what's another word for glaze? Who wouldn't stop talking about the New York Knicks and their run and had to be there, and I mean it was embarrassing.
Mike Lombardi-esque, you would say, in the ball washing.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I like the way he said "bootay" though. I did like that. We're gonna start a mailbag, by the way, but we're not gonna call it the mailbag.
You got bootay. You got.
We're not gonna call it the mailbag. We're gonna call it always ask.
You got bootay. You got.
You like that, Street Team Joe?
Joe, we were workshopping that a while ago. I'm glad it's coming there for you. Give good advice.
Do you have the always back there? Always. So
I can give you
always.
Can I go first?
So
can I go first with I need advice and stuff?
Okay, cool. It's gonna be a mailbag though.
Oh,
we could make it a
call in
feature. Always ask. How's he say it again? Can we just hear it one more time? No, there's some computer things going on back there.
You have no idea, Joe, what's going on back here tonight.
I blame Dennis because he was here last night.
No, Dennis is trying to help, but
hi, Dennis.
We're completely frozen up back here,
Oh,
Joe. Yeah, both players. If you're wondering the commercials, too, for our listeners out there, if you're wondering why it sounds like a commercial plays and then it stops for a second and then the next commercial plays, it's because our system has failed, and I'm having to manually fire each individual commercial. So I apologize. I'm sure it doesn't sound great, but yeah. Now, Joe, I can't flip this around, but Street Team Joe can see it. Completely frozen. Nothing.
It'll be just like one of my sunny days.
Oh my God! Where did that come from?
That came out of nowhere.
That's perfect alignment, though.
They're just tapping away, and all of a sudden,
right now, it does look like one of his sunny days, Joe.
He's got to get out of this sixth.
I think you should trademark that with Sunny Gray. We could get some T-shirts out of that.
I think he'd
probably
want a cut of that. I think
maybe we could call it spell Sunny differently.
Yeah, like Sonny Corleone
or Days with a Z. What was I just going to say back there that you were doing? Oh, you apologized, Gaz, but you're not sorry.
I mean, yeah, I don't even really apologize, Joe. There's nothing I can do.
I'm excited though for always ask.
Yeah, because other people have mailbags or a grab bag or like some segment where they, hey guys, send us your stuff for your mailbag question.
But what you're saying, Joe, as you always tell me, you're not a know-it-all.
I've done it all.
You've done it all. So every time I have asked for advice, you're usually pretty spot on. So I think it's going to be pretty good a segment.
I'm not spot on. I just know how to open up the conversation.
Yeah. You can point people in the right direction.
Correct.
May not be a bullseye, but you can tell them where to head.
Briley pulled me aside and asked me her life advice. And she goes, what do you think? Actually, she asked me for my business advice. And then I gave her the number of someone to go and talk to about that. And I don't know if she followed up on it. But I did give her my advice. Trust me, I'll give you unsolicited advice. I'll give you advice you didn't even ask for.
Now, is this an anonymous mailbag thing? Or
do you want to run it?
Yeah, I'll run it.
Okay.
What is it? Where are they going to be sending me stuff?
So I hate emails.
Okay.
I hate emails. I don't want you to send me emails unless you really need me. Like, how people do email bits?
Yeah.
Out. don't want your emails. But how do we do a grab bag? Do we start a Twitter and call it Always Always Ask?
I think we could start a Patreon or something like that.
No. Just simple, like a post.
Okay.
Street Team Joe tags us. What are your Always Always Ask questions this week? And then just let people fire away. And then you can monitor the ones you like and the ones that you don't.
Yeah, I like that.
I guess everyone can see them too, right?
Yeah.
And then I'll retweet them. Got questions for our mailbag.
But what are we posting from again?
Probably Twitter would be the best way.
From your Twitter or my Twitter?
No, your Twitter, and then we share it.
Okay.
Deal?
Deal.
Should we start week 1 of the football season?
Why not next week?
Well, I'm not here.
Oh.
Or the week after. I don't know what week I'm not here.
Okay.
Can't remember anymore.
Should we have like a soft run first? Like
okay.
Are we doing a hard launch or a soft launch?
Let's do this. Next week is the first preseason game. It's Wednesday, right? Why don't on Monday should we do it Monday or Friday? And we just say here, grab bag mail questions of the week. Always ask. Send in your questions.
Okay. I mean,
don't even explain it.
Yeah. The
because if you
listeners
listen
will
to
know.
the show, you know.
Yeah.
And if you don't, you can follow along.
The problem is, Joe, I have about 10 followers on Twitter.
No,
I don't think
you
anyone's gonna
tag
see it.
us and we post it.
Okay, gotcha. Let's debut Monday. Soft, hard launch Monday.
All right. Soft launch. Always. always ask. Let's go to break. This hour of the Sports Hub is brought to you by Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Enjoy quick and convenient vehicle maintenance this month. Visit NewEnglandOilChange.com. You can save 50% off an extra round through oil change.
Sports Hub. Leslie Media Group station celebrating 65 years of broadcast. Sports Hub headlines.
Red Sox up 2-0 right now. Excuse me. That was a hiccup. Not a burp. Tyron Guerrero in the game. Sonny Gray leaves with a chance to get the win tonight. He had 8 strikeouts last I checked. Why don't we be accurate, Joe? Why don't you tell everybody how they're doing right now? I think that would be very good. They're up 2-0. I thought there'd be more runs tonight, but looks like that's not going to be the case here. But 2-0. Home runs by Wilyer Abreu. Wilson Contreras had an RBI single. Sonny Gray, 5 innings, 8 strikeouts, 83 pitches. He leaves. Tyron Guerrero in the game. And Stephon Diggs, new team, the Washington Commanders. Headlines. They are brought to you by John Sewer and Drain Cleaning. Over 70 trucks on the road because your clogged drains their emergency. Go to johnsewer.com. I'm Joe Murray.
Are you actually coaching the game, or it's just that is? I feel so strongly about that. I can't even tell you.
Boston Talk Sports here.
What do we got?
The Sports.
What's it gonna be, McFly? Are you in or out?
Are you in or out? Gotta know without a doubt. I'm the one you need for a dirty deed. I'm the best. Success is guaranteed.
Want to play tonight? Do you have headphones? I don't know what I did with the dongle. Done it back there, but it's okay. Nope, she's running to get the dongle now. Any pre in or out thoughts, Joe?
Joe, usually I have a lot of stuff, but
how are you feeling?
I'm not good, Joe. You know, after in or out, complete transparency, I'm probably headed home.
Okay. Joe is still dealing with
Lyme. That's what I want to ask Joe about in our always ask.
I would say this. When I used to work out a lot, I used to take terrible stuff and it tasted so bad, but I knew it was working.
Yeah.
So if I think the stuff they're giving you makes you feel horrible,
yeah,
it's working.
It's antibiotics for a certain strain of Lyme, and I've been taking it, and my symptoms just, multiply by 10.
What's something you noticed that you never had before?
Since Lyme?
Like a symptom.
It's crazy anxiety and brain fog, and then I get like random sores all over the place, even if I'm not working out or doing anything. Like I could go to bed, wake up, and I'm like, I can't believe I just went to bed. I'm ready for bed again.
Ooh, that's an inside problem.
Yeah.
Could be your liver.
Yeah. And
plus,
so
you're taking a lot of stuff now.
Yeah,
Never mind.
yeah.
I'm not going to play doctor.
Yes.
Not going to play doctor.
Maybe like a liver cleanse would help, but it's almost, my doctor said, it's probably detoxing at too fast of a rate for my body to keep up. So we're trying to lower the medication, but maybe my liver needs support as well. Kidneys probably need support as well. Go to your doctor early. I was on the late side of this.
But if you ever get an endoscopy before?
Yeah.
Stick a thing down there.
Yeah, I've had colonoscopies, endoscopies.
How is a colonoscopy?
It's not fun. Although I probably lost 5-10 pounds because I didn't eat, and then everything comes out.
Cleared.
Yeah, my colon felt great.
Yeah,
it did. I'm not gonna lie. I would hate doing it. You have to fast for like a day, so it wasn't ideal for me. But man, did my colon feel good.
How do you feel about that,
What does that mean, that your colon feels good?
It just felt it just felt fresh. Nothing's in there. Like I'm cleaned out. It's like, yeah, I'm cleaned out.
You felt empty.
I felt empty.
It felt great.
Yeah.
Well, have you ever
no backup?
You ever heard the saying "full of crap"?
Yeah. Don't humans actually carry it?
They can be full of crap.
Yeah.
My dad used to tell me that's why I had brown hair and brown eyes.
That's a good one.
Mr. Scaz, that's a good one. I remember that.
Plenty of them, don't you worry.
All right. We ready to play in or out?
Yep.
Because I would definitely like it to go out, not in.
All right,
Better
gentlemen.
out than in. That's what I always say.
Well, we're not going to start a naked steakhouse tonight, but we will start with HBO Max. Monsters of God, a new show coming to HBO, is a documentary series on the shadowy underworld of exotic reptile smuggling from the creators of Tiger King and Chimp Crazy. Premieres tomorrow night on HBO. Are we in or out on an HBO docuseries on the shadowy underworld of exotic reptile smuggling?
Out.
What type of reptiles are we talking about?
I would imagine like high-priced snakes and lizards of the sort. I don't really. My rep, maybe there's a fancy turtle out there somebody's after. I can't really care to comment, Joe.
Joe, do you know the difference between an alligator and a crocodile?
Is it like jam and jelly, or?
No, I'm being
It's
serious.
saltwater or freshwater.
No.
What?
No, we can't do. They can't do salt water, Riley.
Wait, are we being serious right now? That's actually it. One of them's saltwater and one of them's freshwater. No.
I thought alligators can't go in the ocean.
An alligator is saltwater and a crocodile is freshwater. If I'm not mistaken. And
Riley is correct. Yes.
Bang.
But I've never seen an alligator in the ocean.
I thought it was the snouts.
I think it's the type of water they live in. It could be the snouts too. I bet you there's a significant.
But there's no alligators in the ocean, so how does that make sense?
That's where they live. Straight Team Joe.
They don't live in the ocean.
Where have you seen an alligator?
They live in rivers and creeks.
So you've seen a
and-
crocodile. Just to let you know.
Yeah, but alligators don't in the ocean. What kind of oceans have alligators?
Are you familiar with Florida? Yeah.
Yeah, you ever watch Sharks?
I just imagine that as swamps. I'm just trying to envision, like, have I gone to a beach and, like, seen a gator in Florida? Like, no.
No, I think one's darker than the other. One has a V shape, one has a U shape.
The snouts. It's the snout.
I also don't usually think they're just like on the beach, like walking around.
What was the question?
Crocodiles are both soft.
It was, are you in or out on the show?
You won't find an alligator in saltwater. You'll find a crocodile in saltwater and in freshwater.
Where do you find an alligator then?
I don't know. I'm looking at Nature blog right now.
Yeah, alligators, freshwater, crocodiles.
Crocodile
saltwater.
more
so I had it
aggressive than an
flipped.
alligator.
Aye.
Oh, okay.
All right, we can't do this right now. Next, what else do we have?
I'm in on that, by the way.
Okay.
All right. We will head to, let's see here, the world of Kit Kats for this next one. Kit Kat has dropped a new cookie dough flavor. Are we in or out on Kit Kat cookie dough?
All right, let's think about that one now.
There is a picture in Slack if you need it.
I'm looking.
I love raw cookie dough. Like, you know, the ones you're about to put in a pan and like...
It's not one of the biggest lies ever. You can get sick. I mean, I'm sure you can, but like...
Can I get... Is it like moldy like blue cheese?
Oh, yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
That guy called back.
The guy called back.
Yeah, he's don't get him all riled up now.
That looks so good. You guys should go look at the photo.
I see it.
Looks delicious.
I don't think I've met a Kit Kat I haven't liked.
I'm in.
I'm also in.
But is it still taste like the graham? Like the graham?
Yeah, I wonder if it still has the graham in there.
Or is it the cookie dough? Because if it was the cookie dough, I'd love that.
So, Joe, I know you're a cookie dough ice cream guy.
Love cookie dough.
Riley, what about you? We haven't heard your favorite ice creams.
Black raspberry Oreo.
Oh yeah,
That's my favorite
That
ice
one
cream.
sounds good.
It's so good.
Has
Go
Derek
to-
had ice cream?
Oh gosh.
Yeah, just vanilla.
Are we being serious?
Yes.
Yeah.
I heard his mom called in last night. It was
He
great.
had Mrs. Olson. She actually defended her honor, not his.
Okay.
Yeah, I felt bad. Mrs. Olson, called in to defend her parenting skills, which were never in question.
never.
It was Derek's eating habits.
Yeah, I blame Derek the entire time.
Yeah, he's shockingly normal for how weird he truly is.
Yeah, never once did I think that his parents
No.
had anything to do with it.
Lovely people.
Unlike
She was very nice.
And then, I have to say this because his mom went on to tell us that she's not a great cook. She's more of a baker, and her signature dish is brownies. And Derek says, oh, yes, she'll make some brownies for you guys. Bring them in. She hangs up. We talk about, we can't wait. Derek tells us he's never had a brownie before.
Oh wow. I don't like brownies, but at least I've had one. That's all I'm gonna say. Should we tell him what's happening next week with Derek, or should we leave it a surprise? Do you not understand what I'm?
It's a big
what I'm
market
throwing
tease,
up?
Riley. It's a big market tease.
Should we just leave it the tease?
There you go, yeah.
Joe's still confused on what I'm talking about.
I think I am.
Wednesday.
Should we get what do we have? Triple E?
We need to get
Should
Christie's.
we top it off with a Christie's? All right, next, what do we got?
Gentlemen, we have so many in or outs to get to. Maybe we'll do an extended edition after the interview, but we can do this. The Gilmore Girls are set to get a documentary in the works at HBO.
God.
Are we in or out on a documentary on the Gilmore Girls?
I love the Gilmore Girls.
I've never seen it.
I've also never seen
So
it.
just so you guys know, I never watched it. When COVID happened, I binged. Man, did I love that
It's
show.
worth it?
It's definitely you're gonna get pissed off because the head actress is single and she has a daughter, but she always hangs out with a guy named Luke who owns a breakfast joint, and she always wants to date other people, and then she dates Luke, and Luke was great, but then Luke wasn't good enough for her. Long story. I like the show though.
Spoiler alert, Murray. That's what they call him.
They tailgate at Yale, too.
Next, guys, rapid fire.
Sure. We'll head to Dairy Queen for this.
Oh, yeah.
Dairy Queen.
By the way, Andrew Monasterio, RBI, boom, boom.
Bang, 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 boom, boom. Dairy Queen is testing new cotton candy dipped cones. Are we in or out on cotton candy?
Out. Out.
Who doesn't like a cotton candy dipped cone?
Cotton candy out, except for regular cotton candy. Anything cotton candy flavored out.
Cotton candy flavor is significantly better than the
the weird mushy cotton candy.
What?
It just tastes just like I don't like chocolate flavored things. I love chocolate, but anything.
Yeah, no, we don't need that. We don't need that on this. That kind of propaganda.
Now I know how it feels. Now I know how it's funny when it happens to somebody else. When it happened to me, it hurts, but when it happens to somebody else, it's hilarious.
I thought you'd like that street.
Yeah. Now I was like, I'm on the dark side.
It made me belly laugh because you were like, yeah, we're not doing that.
You can't have anti-chocolate propaganda on the night show.
Have you had a cannolis?
Yeah, I mean, what are we doing here?
We're awaiting Brian Myers. He's a TNA wrestler.
He may be awaiting us.
That's true. What else we got? We'll get a couple more.
Sure. Let's head to the world of Dr. Pepper for this next one. If you're familiar with the Midwest, you're familiar with Portillo's and their milkshakes. Portillo's introducing a new Dr. Pepper milkshake at locations. Are we in or out on a Dr. Pepper milkshake?
Okay. I don't drink soda anymore. This is intriguing. Dr. Pepper is an incredible drink. And if you mix it with like a vanilla, I think it could be really something.
I love Dr. Pepper. Cherry Dr. Pepper, I think, would be my 1-1 soda.
Is it crazy to say like a sherbet might be better than an ice cream?
Oh, yeah, like an orange sherbet Dr. Pepper. Cherry Dr. Pepper, cherry sherbet.
Can you guess my answer?
You're out.
Yep. You got it.
Wow, that was a good one, Skess. The Kit Kat in that one.
I like that. Sherbet and Dr. Pepper.
All right, let's do one more.
Gentlemen, are we in or out on flying to Maine?
Out.
Okay.
Portland?
I have driven to Bar Harbor, sorry, 10 times in my life. It's horrific. I've done it. It's horrific. But it's 4.5 hours, let's call it 5. There is an airport. A 5-hour ride from Logan would probably an hour and a half through the air?
Not even.
Yeah.
Probably like 20 minutes.
Really?
Not 20, 45
Yeah,
an hour.
it's like
Oh yeah,
an
because
hour.
New Jersey to Boston's the same.
Yeah.
45 minutes. I could never do that because I'm from New England. I'd be laughed at.
Yeah.
I'm from New England. New Englanders, we don't fly to other New England states. We drive there and we're miserable the entire time. Is that the right answer?
Yeah.
And I like complaining on the car ride there.
The whole way.
Now, what if there was a connection on your flight to Maine?
A what?
Yeah.
So it's even longer?
Why do I feel like this is Fred?
It was Fred.
Oh, my God.
Fred apparently And I have no problem with this. I just knew it was a good in or out question. But Fred, apparently his son is going to Maine.
Yeah, got a scholarship. Maine.
Shout out
He's gonna be a pitcher.
his
It's awesome.
son. It's great for him.
Great
but
for
yes,
Milo.
apparently they took a flight to Maine, and Fred caught some grief for it. Maybe deserved, maybe not. Who's to say? But yes. So, Joe Murray, are you in or out on Freddie T taking a flight to Maine that connected in New York? Apparently.
Oh gosh, she went backwards.
I look, guys. I'm just a messenger.
Out. But again, I'm from here. I can't do that. If you're not from here, which he's not, I think he can get away with it.
If I could fly to Maine and not drive, sign me up.
Get the best lobster ever out in Bahama. So cold up there. Acadia Mountain. You been to Bahama?
No, but I like Sebago.
That's where I'm going this weekend.
Sebago?
Yeah, I'm going to Little Sebago. My friend's got a
Sebago's
lake house
awesome.
up there. All our friends are going. It's going to be a great time.
Wow, that's gonna be. Do you have a boat?
No, but listen to this. They have a jet ski from 1999. That thing still runs perfect, like pristine. So me and my friends all ripped the jet ski all weekend.
Jet
It's
skis
great.
have weight limits.
What
I
could
can't.
possibly go wrong from a 1999 jet ski?
It's a Sea-Doo. It's actually really nice.
All right, we got a break. We'll talk to Brian Myers, who'll be in town this weekend with a crew. We'll tell you who next on the Sports.
You're listening to Joe. You're listening to Joe Murray on 98.5. You're listening to Joe Murray.
All right, back here on 98.5 The Sports Hub. Joe Murray. It was a big event. I've gone to these events. I think this might be either year 4 or year 5. I can't remember what it is. But over at Kowloon this weekend, there'll be the Major Wrestling Figure Podcast. I've gone to it every year. It's absolutely unreal. Of course, the podcast itself is about wrestling figures, but it's also some of the best in the business. And joining us right now on 98.5 The Sports Hub in Boston is TNA star, host of the Major Wrestling Figure Podcast, Brian Myers joins us here on the Sports Hub in Boston. Brian, how you doing tonight, bud?
What's up, man? Thanks for having me on.
Awesome. I've gone to all of these. If you see my face, I'm the fat guy in the front row who always yells and cheers, and I love Andy, and I can't wait to eat Saugus wings. But you guys have done this now, I don't know how many years, but I know we've called it Saugus in August now. How many years now is this at Kowloon, and how long you guys been doing these road shows?
Well, in 2020, I think Andy was threatening that it was going to be the last one, and he's said that ever since. But somehow every year Kowloon's is still standing, even though he swears it's not going to be. And we have the biggest party of the summer. You said it. It's August in August, and this Sunday will be no different with the Dudley Boys as we present our latest edition of the Major Wrestling Figure Podcast live.
So I go to these, and for those people who don't know what it is, we're on YouTube right now, so you could probably see Brian as well. But Brian spent time. He's in TNA now. He spent time in WWE as well, and he's got partners. Matt Cardona is one of them. Smart Mark Sterling is another. But you guys basically talk about wrestling figures, and I have to tell you, I am a Hasbro fanatic. I have every single of the original. I don't have like the Undertaker with the the special one or the special Hulk Hogan one. But how did
the mail-aways.
The mail exactly. How did you guys get into all this? Were you guys just best friends and just started collecting figures?
Basically, Matt and I, we met at wrestling school when we were 18, and we were. At first, we were very standoffish with each other and, basically competitive because we saw the similarity, same age and whatever, same height and all that, similar look. And then the thing that kind of broke the ice was that, we were both actively collecting wrestling figures, way too old to be doing that. And it wasn't something, especially back then, that you would just, shout from the top of a mountain about. It was almost like our deepest, darkest secret. So that was like the initial thing that kicked off our relationship that's now been going 23 years strong. Matt and I have traveled the world as professional wrestlers, and it always kind of harkens back to wrestling figures. And then through this podcast, Smart Mark Sterling, who was one of my wrestling students, I knew that he had worked on a podcast, so we just hired him to be the producer. And a lot of amazing, unbelievable things have really come from it. And like I said, we no longer have to hide in our action figure closets because we do scream about it from rooftops, and we've got a lot of fans that appreciate that, and it's opened a lot of doors and created a lot of memories.
So you guys yourself, and by the way, let's put some asses in seats too. People can get tickets now. I just shared it on my Twitter account, but I know there's limited amount of tickets left. But you show up, you can eat the Kowloon food, and then you get to watch the guys talk about stories from the ring, wrestling figures. But you guys have a lot of guests. And the featured guests, I'll just tell you some ones from the past first. Raven was there last year. That was great. Sandman entered through the crowd last year. I'm just telling you some of the names. So and by the way, I think he was on mushrooms. He might have said that. He might have been. I don't know.
Pretty much confirmed by him himself. Yeah, so.
Confirmed by him himself. But you guys get stars. Maven has been there. Obviously, Bully Ray or whatever we're calling him nowadays was there as well. But you guys now will specially feature the Dudley Boys. Both Devon and Bubba will be there this year. And who knows who else. This is why you got to come to this event. But, I mean, did people just start saying, hey, man, you guys going to be in that city? Hey, can I come along? How did you guys start getting guys to come to the shows?
It's a collaboration of things our friends and people that get it and realize, and then sometimes, it's not so much that, we're just trying to create cool opportunities for our fans. So honestly, I was at WrestleCon in Las Vegas, and for the first time in years and years and years and years, Spike, Bubba, and Devon did a photo op, and that was in Las Vegas. And it had, and it had traction, and I saw the lines, and I said, this would be a really cool thing that we can bring to the Major Pod fans, and not in that convention atmosphere. It's in a very cool space where we do, a Major Pod interview is unlike any other interview. We're asking bizarre things about the merchandise they've had in their careers and things like that. We make it a lot of fun. And then on top of it, you get this ultra rare meet and greet. So you get the live podcast, this ultra rare meet and greet, autographs, professional photo op, and all these things for way under the price you would pay to meet these guys at some convention if you could in the first place.
Oh, yeah. You go to WrestleCon, you're paying how much to get in, and then there's all the other people, then the lines and all that. Oh, yeah, I know. And it was wild this year. I've gone to many of these WrestleCons, and you're right. This is an intimate scenario. Now, do you guys still stream it? I know you've have had it on a stream where people can watch it live. Are you still doing that this year?
Yeah, of course. We have a YouTube channel and we have our podcast feed that eventually, the interview will be up and things like that. But you got to experience it live. Like you said, Kowloon's, you get to sit there and eat as if you're at a wedding or something. And then really the biggest selling point is the party. We all stay and hang out and mingle and talk to everybody. And we're there till basically till Andy kicks us out. So, and that's been the most fun over the years. We head out back to the giant, tiki lounge he's built.
Yeah.
And just get after it. So that's been the most fun about it. That's why it really is the biggest party of the summer.
Brian, we're on the home of the Patriots, Celtics, Bruins, and Revolution. So, were you a New York fan, or where are you originally from? I know.
I am from Long Island, New York. I am a diehard New York sports fan. But I'll give you this: I went to school at Western New England College in Springfield, Massachusetts. Not something a lot of people know. So I do have a very big soft spot for Boston sports. I was up there in 2004 for all the Red Sox comeback and magical, sports moment like that. So I do have a little bit of an affinity for Boston sports. Plus, my best friend is Eddie Edwards, who's a diehard Boston sports fan. So
I live in the same town as Eddie.
Okay, awesome.
It's funny because when I see Eddie, he goes, "Hey, I listened to you on the radio," and I'm like, "Hey, man, I watch you on TNA." So he's cool. He's been here a bunch, and I believe Eddie and Alicia may be in attendance as well.
Eddie and Lish always come. They're doing a meet and greet to hang out. Me and Mark Sterling are doing a meet and greet. Like I said, with your ticket, you get to meet all three Dudley boys, get autographs, and get a professional photo op, amongst the other goodies we hand out upon entrance. A lot of fun stuff like pins and a professional print we always get done. So a lot of cool stuff like that. It's an awesome opportunity for a wrestling fan, in my opinion, and that's what Matt and I are trying to do. Provide incredible moment for our fans.
And you mentioned so the show's inside upstairs, but outside there is a tiki lounge, and I believe you guys have broken the record for the amount of Mai Tais that have been served in one day. At Kowloon, so I definitely the Mai Tais are flowing. It's always a good time.
Absolutely flowing.
Couple of wrestling stuff for you. TNA. Can you tell me, because I watch, but I don't know much about Casey Navarro. What's going on with you and him? What's the deal?
I mean, I don't even want to. Who actually wants to learn about him? He's a nobody, so I'm going to put him in the ground.
That's perfect. That's all I really needed to know about.
You like that answer?
I thought it was a spectacular answer, and nobody needs to hear about him. We had the Hardy Boys in studio recently. I know that they're doing a ton of things. They're still going strong. But years ago, you guys started as the Edgeheads. Is that correct? You and Matt Cardona. Is that how you guys got introduced into, I guess, WWE?
Almost 20 years ago, early in our WWE careers, Matt and I had the opportunity to be Edge's doppelgangers and learn from the absolute freaking best. Opportunity of a lifetime that really has shaped our whole careers and stuff. So we're forever grateful to Mr. Adam Copeland.
Just a couple others. Chelsea Green is now the interim women's champion. And I loved her comment at Michael Hayes. Did you see that? And what did you think of that comment?
I mean, I wish she took the high road because it did need to be said because we were all thinking it. But it still is fun that Michael Hayes got to eat a little, shit on that. But I don't want to make her victory about Michael Hayes because I just think the world of Chelsea. She is such an awesome performer with the best attitude, and she's so smart. And I'm just thrilled that she's getting her flowers. I'm thrilled that she got that reaction, on Sunday that you could tell the crowd was genuinely behind her and really wanted to see her win. It was a beautiful thing.
What do you think about people who run companies saying that those who get over the most will get the biggest pushes.
I mean, that really is what wrestling's all about at the end of the day, right? You want to make connections. That's what the Major Pod has allowed me to connect with my fans in a way that I could never, a 7-minute match on TV, I'm doing my damnedest, but it's only so much. On the Major Pod, I really, spill my soul to these people, and I think that's really helped me connect with my fans because they know the real me, I think obviously wrestling has evolved, and all these outlets, and even just the way I'm talking right now, you know what I mean? I'm not trying to trick you into thinking that I'm some bad guy on AMC at 9 p.m., you know what I mean? I play a character on a television show, and I love that it's evolved to where that's appreciated, you know what I mean? That people understand they're in on it. And that's I just read Barry Darso's book, who was Smash and Demolition. He's talking about in the early 80s leaving Mid-South shows in Louisiana, and fans are trying to stab him and pop the tires in his car and throw beer bottles at him. I'm really glad we're past that point where we can all just appreciate the art form and the hard work,
Yeah, Brian, I wanted to ask you as kind of an outsider here to the wrestling world, but someone who, it's become, SportsCenter now does segments on wrestling. And, here in Boston, we've been our radio show's been talking about Tom Brady and the Paul brothers and all this. What is your kind of take on the mainstreamification of wrestling, for lack of a better term? Like, it feels as though wrestling in and of itself is as, popular as it's ever been, and kind of becoming more and more accepted, and into the mainstream.
Yeah, and then that's a beautiful thing for anyone who's into it, right? When it's more accessible. You got 3 major companies in the U.S. right now that, thriving and have huge fan bases and drawing great attendance. And like I said, it's like anything else, it's evolved. I'm glad we're not trying to trick people into what it is, and people can enjoy it for what it is, and that's entertainment, right? And not be, ridiculed about it or, looked down upon because you're a wrestling fan.
Have you watched Unreal at all?
It's so weird. I tell myself not to watch it every time it comes on, and then I binge watch it, and I don't know. I'm so curious. I spent 14 years in WWE, so now I'm pretty removed. So I'm just curious about, how the inner workings are and stuff. And I do think it's pretty accurate to what is actually going on.
Yeah, see, like you're in the business. I watch everything, man. I'll watch AAA. I'll watch whatever they put on. The local wrestling stuff around here is wild, bro. Like, you should see some of these guys. And I know you have. Again, you said you went to school out here, but the one thing I like about you the most is you were a teacher. And am I mistaken? Did you teach MJF and others? Like, can you name some of the guys that you kind of taught at your school and that have come on to do pretty well themselves?
Yeah, so I started the Creative Pro Wrestling Academy in 2014 with Pat Buck, who is currently a producer at AEW. And through that school, we've produced MJF, trained from scratch, Max Caster, Smart Mark Sterling, Chris Statlander, Gabby Forza, who just signed with TNA, Bear Bronson, my tag team partner, who signed with TNA, Aaron Rourke, who was the Evolve champion. He's got a WWE ID contract. So, and quite a bit of people that are tearing it up and down, the East Coast of Indies. So, we keep a pretty tight-knit culture at the school. It's not some cash grab just for people to sign up to be wrestlers. It's for people that really freaking love the business and work their ass off. So, and that's what's kind of kept it so sacred.
Well, I love the hustle because, you guys have done really well outside of, you said you spent all those years in WWE. You're super successful without it, and it sounds like you're very happy about it as well. Do you see yourself as maybe being a producer, an agent someday, and maybe even a writer? Do you think you'll always be in the trenches?
I will be in the ring until my body says no more. Until Father Time is undefeated and he gets all of us. But I think it's such a privilege to do what I do. I'm going to soak up every second that I can of being an in-ring performer. And then when that's done, I'll make that decision. And I do enjoy, especially through the school, like the coaching and the producing aspect. I have found joy in that. There was a time in WWE where Vince asked me to be a producer when I was injured, and I did a bit there. And then even at TNA, I'm kind of like the emergency producer. Like if, someone's misses their flight or is sick or something, I fill in and do that. there as well. So it's definitely something that I'm passionate about. But like I said, doing what we do, being in that ring, there's nothing like it. And I know that time's precious, and I'm going to soak that all up.
All right, we're talking about Brian Myers. TNA Wrestle will be in Boston, in Saugus at Kowloon. I'll be there as well, but he'll have a bunch of more stars. I'm just calling myself one right now. But just what's the weirdest wrestling figure you've ever bought, discovered, or even you guys have made yourselves?
The number one that jumps out right at me when you ask that is Matt is into really high-end stuff, especially like prototype stuff, which is things that, for those listening who have no idea what we're talking about, it's, how these things are made. So often it could be like a one-of-one that's made in the factory in China to get approved so the actual figure can go into mass production. Mm-hmm. And somewhere along the lines and all these deep, hunts and gets of these things that he's found, he was offered and he purchased a Miss Elizabeth, which was modeled after the 1980s LJN, but she was butt naked.
Wow.
With the details.
Wow.
To the point where he had to put it on eBay and it had to be blurred. I think there's one on eBay right now. There's at least 2 in the world. Matt has since flipped it because I think he decided it was just too friggin' strange to keep in his collection, but he flipped it for a hell of a lot more money than he spent on it, so it was a great investment. But clearly we think that the sculptors were just having a fun day at the office, and it was the mid-'80s, and who knows.
She was amazingly beautiful, but don't get the lust in your eyes, all right?
I was going to say, the Macho Man would have beat the crap out of whoever did this if he had known this happened.
People can get their tickets. Eventbrite, you guys are selling them. It goes right through
Major WF Pod is the place for the tickets. And we're low. We're under 50. Mm-hmm. It's a very exclusive event. There's only 150 tickets for sale, and we're under 50. So if you're even thinking about it, I would get after it.
Yeah. Major WFpod.com. You can get it right there. You'll see the big ass Extreme Bash. It's at Kowloon this week in Somerville. Should be over in Saugus. Excuse me. They have locations now on Revere.
Lish was explaining this to me, and she was confusing the hell out of me at Slammiversary. I was like, "What are you talking?" She was like, "Which one you going to?" I'm like, "What do you mean?"
Yes. So they have one. They just made one. It's their 76th year in Saugus. But they have a tiki bar on Revere Beach. So over the years, guys have probably been to the Squire. I know I've talked to Kevin Nash before, who said that they used to hang at the Squire. That's a Revere-ish kind of strip club around the way. The Golden Banana is another one. I know Eddie could probably tell you about that one. But yes, there's a Kowloon Tiki Bar on Revere Beach. This is the OG right here, the one in Saugus on Route 1. Route 1 is kind of like the Vegas Strip of Boston area.
And if you're a wrestling fan listening to this and you haven't been sold on this show yet, I mean, Kowloon has become like the Ribera Steakhouse of the U.S. for wrestlers. Mm-hmm. Killer Kowalski started eating there in the 70s and stuff, so maybe 60s even, late 60s. So, and it has a lot of lineage to professional wrestling. There's even a little kind of Who's Who Hall of Fame downstairs. So it's a pretty special place.
Yeah, and I'm sure if you asked Andy, hey, which wrestlers have been there, they've been there.
I mean, the first time I ever went there, we did TV for WWE at the Boston Garden, and everyone's like, Kowloon's tonight. Matt and I, we were just saying yes because we had no idea what they were talking about, but we showed up, and I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe the hospitality. I couldn't believe that it was such a thing that all the fans knew, and they were all outside lined up, and it was I felt like Vinny Chase on Entourage or something. It was surreal.
I will tell you this: in the 80s, the Celtics were obviously hot, and Red Auerbach would go, and he has his own thing on the menu, and he'd smoke a cigar. And lady tried to imagine trying to tell Red Auerbach not to light his cigar inside the Kowloon.
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean? But that's how big. Jerry Seinfeld, you name it. They've all been there, and Andy absolutely loves you guys.
I mean, John Cena and The Rock keep in touch with Andy.
Yes, that is correct. The Rock married a girl from a town over whose her dad's stuff's all in there. Mr. Cena, I know you guys have done some stuff with him in the past as well. He's he's always in the area as well, and it's absolutely legendary. 76 year in the business, and you guys keep coming. They will tell you they keep closing, and you guys keep coming every year.
He's never closing. He's like that Ric Flair promo. I'll never retire. You know what I mean?
He never will. By the way, you got a Rolex this week.
Yeah, I saw. I cried about it.
I hope somebody brings you something like that this week.
Just some wings and ribs and Mai Tais, and I'll be fine.
What is your favorite? I got to ask. The tangerine beef is my favorite. The Saugus wings are my favorite. I'm there way too much, so I love everything. But I know you guys love the Mai Tais. What are some of the other things you love?
You know, like on the show days, I get like, I don't want to say stressed out, but very busy. So it's hard for me to really sit down and enjoy. And usually at the end, Andy just makes like a sushi boat for me. But for Slammiversary, we knew that was going to be Eric Young's last match with TNA. So I organized a little like goodbye dinner at Calhoun's the night before with some of the closest friends. And that I was able to really have quite the spread there. And I got to say, I think the ribs are my number one now after that.
Yep, they get the bone in and boneless. Oh, yeah, and I dip them in the sauce. Oh, it's so good. Andy's such a huge fan of wrestling. He loves you guys.
He's the best.
And, dude, I appreciate you coming on with us here in Boston. I'll be there on Sunday. And, of course, everybody can go to WFPod.com. Some tickets are still available. You'll have a chance to do a meet and greet as well, but you have to have a ticket in order to get outside.
With your ticket, you get to meet all 3 Hall of Fame Dudley boys and get a professional photo op and see the live show. Plus the goodies. Can't beat it.
And you guys will usually unveil some sort of new wrestling figure. So I'm
Hey, don't give away.
I don't want to give it all away, but I'm very excited to know who you guys have this year. Brian, excellent job, man. Love the way you give back to the business, but still perform, man. And the Major Wrestling Figure podcast is outstanding. Love that you're best friends with somebody and you guys are growing together, man. And we look forward to seeing you on Sunday at Kowloon and Saugus.
Thank you, man. Can't wait. I'll see you there.
You got it. He's Brian Myers, everybody. TNA Wrestling, Major Wrestling Figure Podcast.
80-proof station. Sports Hub headlines.
The Red Sox have won 7 in a row after their 4-0 shutout win over the White Sox tonight. Sonny Gray had one of his sunny days. 8 strikeouts, 83 pitches. He's now 14-2 on the season. Tyron Guerrero, Garrett Whitlock, and Giovanni Moran close the door. Moran, 3 strikeouts to close it. Home runs from who? Well, Wilyer Abreu, his 20th home run of the year. Wilson Contreras and Andrew Monasterio each with RBIs. Caleb Durbin with the insurance. 4-0 win in this one. They've won 7 series in a row. And tomorrow they will send who to the mound tomorrow? Well, that's a good one. I don't know yet. I assume it's Ranger Suarez. We'll find out. Red Sox again, outstanding. And Jarren Durant, 8 for his last 18. Joe Math, 444. And Stephon Diggs is signed with the Commanders. Headlines, they are brought to you by Boston Prolotherapy. Don't let joint pain keep you off the course or trail. Eliminate that pain with Dr. Frankie at Boston Prolotherapy. I'm Joe Murray.
Attacks for him, deep 3, violent two-hand slam. Wow.
98.5 Sports Hub.
1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Sold out crowd at Fenway Park on their feet. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. 7 in a row for the Red Sox.
I believe we are undefeated on Women's Celebration Game.
We do our part.
Congratulations to the Red Sox. A season high, 11 games over 500. 9th consecutive series win. They've homered in a season high 9 straight games. As Emma mentioned, they've now won 7 in a row. Just a fun time to be around this club. And what a turn of events from the Boston Red Sox over the course of the last 5 weeks. 4-0 victory.
All right, back here on 98.5 The Sports Hub. Alana Rizzo on with the final call there on Ladies' Night, Women's Night on Nesson tonight. The all-women broadcast, behind the scenes, on the air, all that. So great for that. And Alana Rizzo's great. I'm going to try to get her on the show some night. She does Unobstructed with Jared Carabas and Jonathan Papelbon. Now, Papelbon, I have to beg. Maybe I have to give him, like, you know, a bottle of whiskey or something to get him to come on the show, but that would be cool. The Red Sox have won again. Like, tonight, the White Sox got stymied is the word, right? Stymied? They got to rest Aroldis Chapman tonight, too, which I think is a huge win. So Sonny Gray goes 6 innings tonight, 3 hits, 2 walks, 8 strikeouts, 83 pitches. He has been struggling a little bit. He has been struggling. But he got the win. He fought through it last time. Tonight, 8 strikeouts. They handed over to Tyron Guerrero, 7 pitches. Boom. Garrett Whitlock comes in, 1 inning, 2 strikeouts, 11 pitches. Moran had 3 strikeouts on 15 pitches. Wow. They got things going from Wilson Contreras, who had an RBI single to go up 1-0. Then Wilyer Abreu goes deep in the third. Monasterio with the RBI to go up 3-0. And then Caleb Durbin, who's absolutely on fire lately, 4-0. They're on a historic run right now. 7 in a row. Since the All-Star break, they're 16-3. They are crushing the White Sox. They've won 6 in a row. They have a chance to sweep the White Sox for the season tomorrow night. Caleb Durbin has been absolutely electric of late. Tonight, Caleb Durbin 1 for 4, but it was the RBI in this one. He had an excellent play at third base, threw it to first, and then Wilson Contreras threw a runner out at home plate. One note, Wilson Contreras did leave the game tonight. It's reported to be an illness. Hopefully that is nothing.
Second night in a row, right?
Well, he had maybe it could be the concussion.
Well,
I don't want to.
Well, he left that game, but he came back. Didn't he leave last night's game after the fifth inning as well?
I think he got hit. If I don't recall.
Just something to watch.
Yeah.
He's a guy you can't really afford to lose.
He's not coming out.
No, but does he need to be managed?
My only thing is, would you potentially
give him a breather?
Give him a breather tomorrow in the final game of the series. Sogard's been playing well at first. I'm not saying he's the answer.
No, of course. But that's what he's here for, is to give you a breather. That's what all these guys have been doing.
What did he do tonight? Siegler went to second. I'm just trying to see here. Maybe what? Oh, yeah, Sogard. Okay, yeah, he went 0 for 3 tonight, but he got on base. I don't know if I'm more impressed with Sonny Gray and the pitching performance tonight or their timely hitting that kept putting the game out of reach. But it wasn't that what tonight's win was. Like, you got a really good performance from the guy that's right now your ace. The bullpen's been doing its job every night. I mentioned no Chapman, so that's huge. But the way that this thing's coming together is that they can give guys a breather or pinch hit for them, and they have a lot of pieces that can really fill. I mean, tonight, Jahmai Jones got a pinch hit. I don't know how long he's going to stick around, but he's probably a roster option if maybe you do need to carry somebody else like Roman Anthony and Crochet. Crochet did speak earlier, by the way. Give you an update. Crochet said he wants to help out. We know that Roman Anthony's trying to work his way back as well. As they continue to win like this, guys, do you think we should be doing weekly segments every night about where Crochet is, where Roman Anthony is, Tanner Houck, Cutter Crawford?
I think you could stop after the first two names, Joe. I don't personally need Tanner Houck and Cutter Crawford updates until they're playing at Fenway Park. The other two guys, sure. I think once a day is a little much, but once a week feels fine. I still don't think we see either of them this year. Maybe Roman Anthony. I don't think we see Garrett Crochet this year.
If they're playing like this and it looks like they're World Series contenders, do you think they try to get him to be a bullpen guy?
I wouldn't want them to do that, would you?
You would just want him to sit out the rest of the year?
Yeah, I don't want the future ace of my franchise coming back to be a bullpen arm in cold weather in October.
How about this? What if he does start, but probably going to give you 60 pitches?
Yeah, I only want Garrett Crochet back if he's back, if he's 100%. I'm not bringing the ace who hasn't finished a season back to pitch, 30 to 60 innings in cold weather, in, whether it's relief or short starts, whatever it is. It's not what he would normally be doing. I'm good. I don't think, obviously a team with Garrett Crochet is much better than a team without, but I'm far more concerned about the offense than I am the pitching staff.
So you're still more concerned about the offense?
Absolutely. I think their pitching staff has proven, even when the team sucked, the pitching was good.
So 14 runs last night, 4 runs tonight, 18 in 2 games is an average of 9.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to be doing that, but yeah.
Normally I fade a team after and I should have done it tonight. I didn't. I took the over. I hit the other two, though. You said you're not worried about the pitching. Did you see this line for Sonny Gray tonight? Red Sox all-time pitchers to have 14 or more wins, 100 or more strikeouts, and under a 2.0 ERA through 21 games of a season. You ready for the names, guys?
Cy Young?
Happened in the 80s, once in the 80s, once in the 90s, once in the 2000s, and now Sonny Gray.
El Tiante?
Roger Clemens, 1986.
Okay.
Won the Cy Young. Pedro Martinez, 1999. Won the Cy Young.
Best pitcher of all time.
Daisuke Matsuzaka, 2008.
I think he was 18-3 that year.
Runner-upper right there. And then Sonny Gray. I'm going to look it up, but I think Dylan Cease beat him a week ago or 2 weeks ago on a Saturday. Dylan Cease outpitched him. Clear as day. And I would tell you right now, if you asked me, Joe, who do you think is the Cy Young Award winner? I would tell you it would be Dylan Cease. I'm going to pull up the futures bets. I'm not sure if they're available right now. Awards. I'm trying to get to it, but it's like our computers. Okay, so Cy Young Award winner. American League. Cam Schlittler, the favorite. Dylan Cease, right there, plus 115. Gavin Williams, Drew Rasmussen, Sonny Gray, plus 3,000. So right now, Cam Schlittler and Dylan Cease, Sonny Gray tied for third. So Dylan Cease has had a great year, but if Toronto's out of its gas, do you start to look away from him?
I mean, Felix would win it in Seattle.
Okay.
I mean, when they stunk.
I mean, Cam Schlittler lost the other night. What if New York falls? Like, do I think Sonny Gray's been the best pitcher in baseball this year? I'll say no.
It's been damn close.
By the way, Ranger Suarez is on this list too. They brought him here to be the number 2, right? Wasn't the commentary that he's not a 2?
Absolutely. I was certainly one of those people. Looks like a number 2 to me,
Looks
Joe.
like a number 2 to me.
Just like in that movie theater the other night. It smells like number 2. It looks like number 2. He might be a number 2, Joe.
I'm not saying that to be like victory lapish.
I don't think you thought he was a number 2. I don't think any of us really thought he was a number 2. It's almost a victory lap for the Red Sox.
And him.
Yeah, well, definitely for him.
Like,
Absolutely.
Sonny Gray was this projected prospect that the A's brought up to be like the next big thing, and when he went to the Yankees, he crapped his pants.
Last time he was in the AL East, he was one of the worst pitchers in baseball.
Right, and like he's been a good pitcher. Let's call it what it is. He's never lived up to the front of the rotation guy that everyone thought he was projected to be.
And I think a lot of people felt, myself included, that he was a National League pitcher. I think there still is that stigma that some guys are better off in the National League because the lineups are a little weaker. And Sonny Gray has proved us all wrong this season. He's been their best pitcher.
So he has a player option for next year. He's already talked about staying. He likes it here. He also gets to call his own games, guess. Like, he's a guy who, whoever the catcher is, if it's Rutschman at one point, like, Rutschman's just going to have to catch the ball. Sonny Gray calls his own games. I will say, I think the last 2 games have been his worst. Tonight, he was solid. He got good defense tonight. I think the way he pitched tonight is a 2 or a 3 type of performance because all he had to do was, he walked a couple of guys, but like throw the ball in play, strike guys out, and let your defense do the work. That's what happened. The defense in a 1-0 game tonight, Durbin made a great play. Contreras came off the bag and threw the guy out at home. Connor Wong blocked the plate. That was great defense. Like, that's what you do when you have a guy on the mound that's going for his 14th win. But when you match him up, what he's done so far right now has him on pace with guys who've won 18 or more games in a season and have also won Cy Young Awards. I did not think that. I did not think that about him this year. And, to my surprise, he's going to be a Cy Young candidate. He is right now. Keep your eyes on Cam Schlittler. Schlittler's been great. And today, if the season ended today, I'd give it to him. I would. I've watched Dylan Cease do it against the Red Sox when they were hot, by the way. Not when they were the Red Sox back in, early in the season. Dylan Cease shut the Sox down when they were hot. Can Sonny Gray continue this? And I think he can. I really do. And I've been looking ahead now. But right now, your starting 3 pitchers would be Sonny Gray, Ranger Suarez, and would it be Peyton Tolley? Like, is this why you maybe ramp up Garrett Crochet? I just think of Gray, Suarez, and Crochet healthy. Whew. That's a good tandem. I think Jake Bennett could also help you in that situation out of the bullpen. I think Brian Bayo could help you out of the bullpen.
How about Brian Bayo, Joe?
Dude, did you see his stats?
I started a Slack channel late last night just to send that because I was so impressed with it. Brian Bayo as a reliever this season, 42 innings pitched, 0.64 ERA, 0.64, 30 strikeouts. That is the lowest ERA by a pitcher with 35 plus innings pitched in relief this season. So he has been the best reliever in baseball, which is crazy to say. 42 innings, 0.64 ERA. I mean, he's unhittable out of the bullpen. We talk about Caleb Durbin being the face of this turnaround. Maybe Brian Bayo should get a little bit of that love too. Obviously a much smaller role, but talk about a guy who we saw throw, I don't know if temper tantrums is the right word, but a guy who wore his heart on his sleeve and showed his, discomfort or how upset he was with the team at times. And he's slid into that role, hasn't complained, and he's performed. I mean, that's kind of all you could ask out of Brian Bayo after the start he had to this season.
So when you look at who they've beat in the last 18 games, guys, do you notice they're all from New York, LA, and Chicago? Those are big markets, right? So they beat the Mets in New York. They beat the Yankees as well. They beat the Dodgers. I think they beat, the A's, I guess, who are in California. And then they've beat the White Sox at Chicago and now back here. I'm reading to Opta Stats. It's the longest winning streak by any team against opponents from those three metro areas in Major League Baseball history. I mean, they are big markets, right? New York, LA, Chicago, pretty big. Like the Red Sox are doing this on the biggest, when I say on the biggest stage, big markets.
Yeah, just to add on to this Red Sox glaze fest, as you would call it, Joe, our buddy JP Long over at Sox Notes had this. The Red Sox are the 26th team in the World Series era, 1903 to the present, to go 30-5 or better in a 35-game stretch. Each of the other 25 teams made the postseason, and 10 of them went on to win the World Series. I think you've already said this, but it is the best 35-game stretch in Red Sox history. Red Sox history, pretty long.
I don't know if people take them seriously. Like, if this was the Patriots, right?
They're forcing us to take them seriously.
So I agree with you. If this was the Patriots, they'd be like, wow. Patriots. Like
Stephen A wouldn't be talking about the schedule.
No, but it'd be like people around here would blah, like those people who love the Facebook people and chirp other fan bases. They'd be all over it. They're doing this with Andrew Monasterio at shortstop. Who played second tonight? Who was it? Siegler? Sogard. And then Siegler. That's their middle infield sketch. It's not Noma. It's not Dustin Pedroia. The little guy at third might be the Gold Glove guy at third. Like Ceddanne Rafaela and Wilyer Abreu and Jarren Duran. I mean, I'm not going to call them the best outfield in baseball, but you could say they're the hottest outfield in baseball right now. I mean, I saw something about Jarren Duran a little while ago that I almost blew my socks off. Do you know he's on pace for 22 home runs and 85 RBI? His last 10 games, he's hitting 300. He's at the worst average in baseball. Think about what he's doing at the worst average in baseball. I'm not using the word surreal, but are people really taking this serious? Like, guys, I was 6 years old in 1988. Do you know how many times I heard that Joe Morgan was from Walpole and the Morgan Magic? Like, my lifetime was like, what is Morgan Magic? Ah. I got into Roger Clemens the other night, right? 1990. I just did it a little while ago. Right, 95. They found this guy named Tim Wakefield who threw knuckleballs, who was awesome with the Pirates, and they cut him and they grab him, and he wins like 15 games, Skaz. Like when they got Wakefield, it was like, where did they get this guy? It was like a Marvel character who threw knuckleballs, you know? And then Pedro in 99, it was like, it's the best guy I ever saw in my life was Pedro 1999. How many times have you heard that in your life? That the best they ever saw Pedro was 1999.
Best pitcher of all time.
Right? 2004, you heard about the bloody sock? You heard about that, right? Like you heard about it? There are myths about it?
Ketchup, yeah, ketchup
right?
in the sock.
I mean, I mentioned Daisuke 08, but you know what? He won 18 games. Do I got to bring up Josh Beckett too in 07?
How'd you forget Davey Roberts, Joe?
Exactly. It's just that we talk about those great teams like, man, you didn't know what it was like.
Yeah, Billy Miller kid.
This was not the team they created, Craig Breslow created. I'm giving him credit for fixing it, by the way. So the Kyle Harrison trade. By the way, he pitched tonight. It's on right now. Are they winning or losing? 4-3 right now, Milwaukee over Pittsburgh. Why do I have that game on? Kyle Harrison pitched tonight. He pitched well. But do you know the Kyle Harrison trade that everyone says they lost? They got Caleb Durbin, Monasterio, and Siegler. Like, in a way, did both teams win?
Yeah, we fleeced them, Joe. Just you wait.
But did both teams win the deal?
I think as of today, right now, both teams would make that deal again.
I would rather the starting pitcher that's doing what he's doing. But look at the Red Sox starting pitcher. They just traded two and three of their top 5 pitchers. They don't care about the pitching, it looks like. Hunter Dobbins, how's he doing? What's Dick Fitz doing?
Where is Dickie Fitz these days?
I got all these names.
He's hanging out with Bobby Dahlbeck somewhere.
The Joe Meyer research team sent this to me yesterday, and I wanted to read these names just to bring them up. Okay, these are the pitchers that Breslow's acquired: Sonny Gray, Jake Bennett, Johan Oviedo. Where are you? Garrett Crochet, Quinn Priester, Kyle Harrison, Dustin May, James Paxton. The pitchers that he's traded away are Chris Sale. He won a Cy Young. Kyle Harrison won tonight. Quinn Priester's been good. Connolly Early's hurt right now. Shane Drohan is young. And Hunter Dobbins. There's others in the minor league. Brandon Clark, Kyson Witherspoon, Fajardo, Ovis Portes, Anthony Ianson with the Orioles, Blake Aita, David Sandlin, Luis Paredes. They got him from the Nationals, if you remember. That was the Jake Bennett trade. Dick Fitz is with the Cardinals in the minors. Elma Rodriguez is with the Yankees. David Sandlin's with the White Sox. Like, Craig Breslow sold those guys. And he still has Crochet on the injured list. Sonny Gray, Ranger Suarez, Peyton Tolley, Jake Bennett, Patrick Sandoval, Brian Bayo. Absolutely insane, this turnaround here, and I just don't know if people are like, are you living in it right now? Are you or is it just not real to you because of how bad they were? Or do you think it's fool's gold? Like, I'm serious. Is it fool's gold right now?
40 games is not fool's gold. I don't think.
Exactly.
You know, but you could say the same thing. I mean, how long did they suck, Joe? I mean, they sucked for a long time.
I mean, 40 games is 1/4 of the year.
But I think it's how they're winning. I think it's the way and who they're doing it against. Like, it's convincing. It's not fluky, you know? You may have been able to say that through the first 10, 15, even 20. But at this point, they play good baseball. They pitch well. They hit. Situationally, they're good. Defensively, they're much better. Like, how many times did we sit here in August and have to bitch about Alex Cora's infield not knowing how to play, I don't know, the infield, or his team not knowing how many outs there were when they were up to bat or in the field? Like, just little things over and over and over again. And, you know, I hate to bring it back to Cora, but it just feels like there's more attention to detail here. Everyone's more tuned in. It's not such a laid back, we're professionals, boys kind of Cora clubhouse. Like, they're accountable. They want to win. They care. I feel like they kind of all felt like they were under the microscope. Chad Tracy was under the microscope. Jaron Duran talked about after the trade deadline, I thought I was done. Like, these guys were fighting tooth and nail for everything, and now they don't have to do that anymore, but it's been so instilled in how they win baseball games that I think it's just carried over.
Like at this point, when I was working with Lucy was like, "Hey, I want them to be aggressive at the deadline, but I don't want them to ruin what they're doing right now." But I love the approach of adding. Like they needed a catcher's guess. They needed a catcher. Listen. If Adley Rutschman is just Adley Rutschman, right? Hits 250 with 8 home runs the rest of the way and 40 RBI. That's an upgrade.
I'll pay for his dinner myself, Joe.
But like it's underwhelming for the number 1 overall pick who's projected to be a 20 home run guy. But on this team, I wonder if I've been thinking about this, and we should get in on this on the other side. When I heard Rutschman talk, he seemed sad. And I wonder if he has some like he let Baltimore down.
Absolutely. I think it would be almost weird if he didn't feel that way. Number 1 pick. I listened to Gunnar Henderson and
Jackson Holiday
kid talk. I think you put it in Slack. And he was their captain. He was their guy. He was supposed to be the cornerstone of the franchise. And I would almost feel worse about Adley Rutschman if he was coming here and was like, you should kind of feel like you failed because you did. So hopefully now, clean slate, we'll see what happens. But to me, that tells me that he's self-aware, that he kind of knows what happened and what he's walking into.
But in Boston, he just has to be Adley Rutschman.
Yeah.
He doesn't have, they put too much pressure on Roman. Let's be honest. They probably put too much pressure on Marcelo Meyer. They probably put too much pressure on Christian Campbell. I mean, if Kyle Teal got called up, they would have put too much pressure on him.
Batting 196, I think, this year.
But, look.
No, it's not his fault. But
and he had an injury, a serious one. It's just that I think we're seeing that you need time. Some teams don't have it, right? Breslow probably didn't have the time to wait out. That's why he had to make the moves. That's why he had to play no one wanted to see Mickey Gasper playing catcher, but you know what? They needed a stopgap for a minute. They need, and by the way, didn't he give him a buzz for a little bit? He faded, but he gave him a buzz. Sogard's giving it to him right now. Siegler gave it to him for a bit. Monasterio,
Yoshida's been hitting well.
How the hell can you take Monasterio out of the lineup? Right? Yoshida can play DH, take 3 days off, pinch hit the next day, and hit a home run.
He's a professional.
He's literally a professional. Remember Matt Stairs?
Little different style, but yes.
Former Red Sox, by the way. Matt Stairs was the best pinch hitter I ever saw. I'm really reminiscing, huh? Tom Tupa last week. Matt Stairs tonight. It's just that guy can. You could be like, hey, Masa, you're not going to play for 3 days. All right, I'll be ready. I've never seen anything like this ever from the Red Sox, ever. What I will say is there was a time when they had Manny and David Ortiz and everybody, and they would be like, yeah, we're going to bring up someone, or they would pitch somebody out of nowhere, let me give you a name. Remember Kyle Snyder?
No.
You don't remember Kyle Snyder?
I don't remember Kyle Snyder.
But he would just, randomly, the Sox needed a pitcher. And they would bring up some kid, and he would just pitch one game, and boom. Who's the other kid that...
Joe, do you remember a gentleman by the name of Rick Miller?
No, I don't.
He was on the 1983 Red Sox. He batted .472 pinch hitting.
Whoa.
That's pretty damn good.
Who's the best pinch hitter Red Sox of all time after him?
It might be Rick Miller. Dalton Jones, 1968, is on this list. Whoever that is. Joe Cronin, who I believe was the manager and hit during World War II, is on the list. So, yeah, some old timers here. Mike Karp is mentioned.
Oh, Mike Karp, yeah.
2013 Grand Slam.
He played a couple of different positions. I'm trying to think of there was a kid who pitched for the Red Sox, and they would just call them up, dude. They would just, all right, you're going to get the start tonight. Abe Alvarez. Do you remember Abe Alvarez?
I do, yes, now that you say it.
But, I'm going to look him up. Abe Alvarez started 4 games in 2005 for the Red Sox. He got one. He went 0-1 in his career. But like, I remember that they would one night, we need a guy to pitch 5-10 innings. He got four innings. He played 4 games in 10 innings, but they put him in the game. They would just bring guys up, man. It would just work. I mean, I'll tell you, one of them was, who's that? Middlebrooks. Middlebrooks was a good minor league player, and they needed a third baseman. He stepped right in. When he struggled, they moved Xander Bogaerts from short to third. It worked. They won the World Series. It's just they used to be able to plug guys in, and it worked all the time because they had Kevin Millar and Jason Varitek and Manny Ramirez and all these guys. They had them all. And every once in a while, you could play a young guy. Like when Ellsbury got called up, played right away and made an impact. Right away. All right, I've gone on too long. Do people realize what we're witnessing here? Some of this stuff hasn't been done since like 1950. Some of it hasn't been done since, I just mentioned, the 80s and 90s. The last pitcher to do what Sonny Gray's doing was Daisuke in 08. We all remember Daisuke in 08, right? Like that was memorable. A guy from Japan, they paid all this money to just talk to him. His games took forever. That season, they helped him win a World Series. Anyways, done.
You know what Abe Alvarez is doing these days, Joe?
What's he doing?
He's the pitching coach at BYU.
Get out of here.
That's what the internet says.
Abe Alvarez. I could probably, if I really thought about it, I could tell you guys who got like 1 or 2 starts to like plug and play Red Sox, and then they just DFA him. And somehow they'd make it back up in Worcester or whatever it was. They were loaded with those guys in the 2000s. Remember Justin Masterson for a little bit?
Oh, yeah.
Now, they moved him to the bullpen. He was a big kid. But Justin Masterson had a little bit of a run as a starter. And then when he faded, they put him back in the bullpen or whatever. But Masterson wasn't, I wouldn't call him a prospect, but he was a young guy that they developed that gave them innings. And I want to say that he might have closed games for a minute. Anyways. All right. Let's go to break. You want to talk some Sox? You're coming home from the game. 617-779-0985 here on the Sports Hub.
Don't go anywhere. There's more Joe Murray. On the way on 98.5 The Sports Hub.
Hey, it's Zoe, and if you've got mold or funky odors, creepy.
I'm going to see some of you guys lined up on the phone lines, but the Red Sox have won 7 in a row. It's their 9th consecutive series win. 9 straight games with a home run. 9 straight. Season high 11 games over 500. On July 4th, they were 10 games under 500. It's August 5th. And they're 11 games over 500. Guys, think about that. July 4th. Where were you? What were you doing on July 4th? Where were you?
I was at my house, I think.
Right, remember they were playing the Angels at night?
Oh, yeah.
I think Patrick Sandoval was going to make his first start.
That sounds about right.
I can't remember, something like that. And they're 10 games under 500. They had a 9. I even said the line in the sand, remember? I go, this is it. This 9 games, this is going to dictate this. And I listen, I was hoping they were like 2 games under 500 and being a playoff team. That was the hope, and I think they hoped it too.
On July 4th, the Red Sox played the Angels. Mm-hmm. It was one of those sunny days. 6 innings, 1 run from Sonny Gray. You got relief from Giovanni Moran, the Uber driver, Greg Weissert, and Alec Gamboa in that game. The Red Sox won that game 8-1 to improve to 39-48.
So the potential Cy Young Award winner had Alec Gamboa.
Yes.
The Uber driver.
Greg Weissert, make sure everybody gets home safely. Yep.
And who?
Giovanni Moran, who's still around.
And tonight it was, let me just double check one more time. Tonight it was Tyron Guerrero, who's been a weapon. An absolute
he's a moose,
weapon.
yeah.
Weapon.
It's awesome.
Garrett Whitlock, the setup man. And they didn't have to use Aroldis Chapman, so they got Giovanni Marin. 3 strikeouts, by the way. The Chicago White Sox want to go home. They were 10 games under 500, and a month later, they're 11 games over. Has it ever happened? You know how sometimes things don't make sense? That doesn't. Do you realize what the Red Sox are doing right now? Do you see it? Like, am I crazy? They're 11 games over 500. They were 10 games under a month ago today. They won that whole trip, right? 9 games? They won that whole thing? That 9 games? And then it went to the All-Star break?
14, I think, at the break, right?
Yeah, because they beat the Mets on a comeback win, then went into the All-Star break, and I think they
got to 15. That's what
they got to 15 in a row, and I think they lost. I don't care.
It's a doubleheader or something. I forget.
Angels. Was the Angels? I can't remember anymore. Nationals. This is I'm gonna have to look it up. Later on tonight, I'm gonna look up 11 game turnarounds. So wait, technically, right? So they were down 10. So there's 10. So it would be a 21 game turnaround, right, guys? Is that the math? So you were down 10, then you gained 11. So that would be 21 games. They have gained 21 games since July 4th. I mean, there's 30 days in the month. Right? Is that math right? Why are you guys laughing at me?
Riley says 31 in July.
No, there's 31 in July plus no, I went from July 4th to August 4th. In a 31-day span, they've won 21 games. That's good, right?
Very good. Some would say great.
Like, is anyone else hearing me? The Red Sox are doing something I've never seen before in my life.
And I will tell you, Joe, the New York Yankees trail the St. Louis Cardinals 3-1 in the bottom of the 7th right now.
It's going to be a 1 game back after tonight, right? What is it right now? I don't even know if I could trust ESPN at this point with these standings. They always get me, you know what? Like today, I saw someone post something about nipple rings for Bill Belichick, and it wasn't true. Did you see that today? Bill Belichick nipple rings? It's not true, but it came up on my timeline, though.
Yeah, I mean, I saw it, Joe. I did realize it was not an official account that tweeted it, but it didn't even if it was real, my reaction was exactly the same. It was just, disgust and disappointment with old Billy these days.
But imagine if Boobs McGee got nipple rings.
Be like one of those bull ring in the nose, I think he'd have to get.
Right now, okay, so the Yankees 64-50. Red Sox are 62-51. That to me would be 1.5 games at Joe Math. 1.5 games? They're coming for him, baby. Get ready. It would be huge for the Red Sox to get home field advantage in the playoffs. It would be huge. All right. Let's go. I see you guys on the phone lines. Let's break so we can get back on track, and we'll take you guys the rest of the way. Some guy said on our chat, everyone seems grouchy tonight. I wonder why. Well, how could you? It was hot. Let's break. We'll get you caught up on everything, and then your calls. I'm reading what somebody sent me about Dick Fitz. He's in AAA. I guess he's really trying to find his way in there. Let's talk to Ryan in Malden.
Hey, what's going on, Joe?
How you doing, bro?
I'm doing good, man. Sorry if I sound a little tired, man. I was up in New Hampshire for a couple of days doing a gender reveal up there for a couple of good people. But I'm good, man. I just want to say real quick shout out to the chat, holding it down as usual. And real quick, I'm going to shout out to Sacco. I didn't know he was in Malden. He gave me one last Friday. And real quick, Sacco, love you, bro. And get a link up sometime to figure something out. But excuse me, Joe, I got a question for you.
Okay.
I got a few questions. Hopefully, there's enough time. But you like Mexican food, right? We all love good Mexican food, good Mexican place, right?
Yes.
All right. Have you ever been to Mexico Lindo's in Melrose?
Yeah, Mexican Lindo.
I believe it.
Yep.
It's
great.
Have you? Hello?
Yeah, it's great.
Oh, you've been there. Oh, you have been there. Oh, okay, yeah. Sorry, my volume. Yeah, they're great. I just went there a few weeks back. Oh, Maron, their tacos, the food they have there is spectacular. Anyway, so you're in on that. Quick question. I got to try out the pretzel with the blue cheese. So you tried that earlier for the first time? Because I'm about to try that tomorrow.
Yeah, never did it before, and it was outstanding.
Okay. I'm going to be going whale watching this week, Joe. Do you? Excuse me, I said my voice. Excuse me, what?
Out.
But all right. Well, okay, you're out. But I'm going to be going whale watching this week if the weather's good. Do you have any good restaurants down there that I can check out?
Like down in the Rose Wharf over there?
Yeah, like where the ships take. Exactly, down by Gloucester, right where they go off the
Gloucester.
Yeah. I'm going whale watching in Gloucester.
I like Blue Collar. That would be my first recommendation. I went to a place called The Lobster the other day. Very nice. It's very good. And if you want to get a beautiful view, go to Rockport. There's a place called Lobster Pool over there.
Lobster Pool. Okay. All right.
But Blue Collar, The Lobster Pool. And Causeway's fantastic. They get the best chowder I've had out there.
I think I heard of them. Okay, I think I've heard of them. All right, I got that. Are you going to be going to the St. Anthony's or St. Joseph's Feast down in the North End? You talking? Yeah, I know you love your street meat just as much as I do.
I don't go. It's too crowded.
Come on! I mean, you're a man of the people. You can't. I mean, you'd probably get. Yeah, that might be not.
No,
good for
I
you,
would love to meet Mr. Gemelli and eat his meatballs. All right, Ryan, I gotta go, buddy. Thank you, man.
Yeah. Appreciate it. Have a great night, Joe.
You got it, bud. Justin, final call. No, he wasn't ready. All right. Hey, Riley.
Hello? Yeah?
Do you want to tell people what our social was tonight?
Okay, so basically on the wall, I set up like an Abbey Lee Dance Company pyramid of, if you know what that is, niche reference kind of Boston sports, 6 Boston sports people that Joe chose to be his top 6 like Avengers. If he could pick Boston sports players as his Avengers. And I made a really funny video. You should go watch it. I'm Joe Murray on Instagram. Maybe it will end up on Twitter too. But you should go watch it. It's a great funny video, and yeah, I think you picked 6 good guys.
All right.